Yeah, what you cooking? Congrats on getting first, Danish. Hello. 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 Today we are a little bit louder than yesterday. I fixed my audio. I fixed it just a tiny bit. Hopefully that's better. Stop scaring the heck out of us. Hello. How is that scary? It's just me. It's just my voice. My voice is not terrifying. Unless I just like come into stream and I go, hello. Then you'd be like, oh, who the heck is that? That's not Ark. That's like some weird, strange demon type creature that was saying hello out of my speakers. Do that what I will do it every single day if I must. I'm just gonna scare you specifically, Danish. Just you specifically. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, night. Hello. Yay! What do you mean, yay? I thought you didn't like it. That's the reason why I'm doing it, just to scare the frick out of you. Satival, hello. How's your day going? It's going good. It's going good. I woke up, and then I decided to do a little bit of work, and then I made some breakfast for myself. I had a, like a peanut sandwich, peanut butter sandwich, and I had one egg. So I think that's a pretty good morning so far. I'm getting back into the habit of having breakfast. I think the earlier I wake up, and the more, like work I do in the morning, the hungrier I get faster. The faster I get, the faster I get hungrier. The hungrier I get faster. What is it? What's the how do I say the actual thing? The faster I get to turn hungry. I can't speak this morning. It's too hard. It's too hard. How do I English? Sorry, now I'm like way too loud, so I'm trying to turn myself down just by a tiny bit. The faster I get hungry. There we go. Thank you very much, Soy Boy. Yeah, we got it. The faster I get hungry. Ohayo konbanwa. Hello. Good morrow. Good morrow. Yeah, that's right. I forget that the word tomorrow came from the word morrow. And tomorrow just pretty much means to the morrow, right? That's what it is. Not loud Ark is good Ark. Not you like me softer. Is that what you mean? You want me to go just a tiny bit lower? Hello, I'm new here. Hello, Jamora. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We just started stream. We're just chilling and we're chatting here and we're not yelling. We are being soft streamers today. Loud Ark is good Ark. Loud Ark is good. Oh, that's what you said. You want me to be louder. Sounds perfect. I hope so. I really hope so. The reason why I'm adjusting things is because yesterday I realized that I missed someone's message and saying that my audio was too low. And it was too low. It was like half the audio volume than the usual. Talking caps lock all day. There are some people who do that, and I don't know how. Hello, Lone Wolf. Welcome in. I don't know how. I'm not sure because my voice can't project that much. Whenever I'm at a bar or whenever I'm at a club or even outside in public, everyone's always like, "Oh, can you speak louder?" And I'd be like, "I'm trying. I can't. This is the loudest I could go." And I'm just yelling into their ear. So my tip is it might be uncomfortable for some people, but this is what I do at clubs because everyone's already like body to body, right? shoulder to shoulder, chest to chest, butt to butt, whatever it is, then I just like grab someone's face and I like cover their other ear and I speak into their ear because most of the time they can't hear me. It's like it's just like IRL ASMR. You club like 10 years ago, like a long time ago. After a few tries, I would just ask you to text me whenever you want to talk, even if you're 2 feet from me. What, really? That's like when, that is like when your mother calls you from inside the house, because I hear instances of that, where someone's on a different floor than another person, and they would just call the house, and the other person would pick up. Your voice is beautiful, thank you. I don't I never really realized that until I started streaming because I never really paid attention to my voice. I'm still one of those people that when I listen to a recording of my own voice, I start freaking out because I'm like, ew, I sound like that. Ew. Ew, disgusting. I don't sound like that in my head. If someone did that to me, I would either melt or just ascend. Really? I think you kind of have to because nobody can hear each other. I won't be yelling at you at all night, hell no. You don't have to yell, you just walk. Here's the thing with the house that's actually one of the rules of this house, is that you don't yell, because we are really quiet people, and I'm kind of glad that I fit under that umbrella as well, because I'm pretty quiet of a person, is that whenever we need someone's attention, we have to go up to them, and if they're in a room, we knock on the door, and we don't yell, and we go, hey, are you busy? And if not, if they don't respond, then we just ignore them. But that's just how it is with my life. Because I think everyone's like really sensitive to sounds. The more you leave an area that is very loud and noisy, as in if you're used to living in the city, or if you're used to living in households where everyone's, loud and rowdy, then it's probably normal. But I've always grown up in, no, more like I've grown up in a household that was loud, and grew up in a city that was loud. But I prefer the quietness. And then after living in a quiet environment for a very long time, I personally got used to the quietness, so that every time I hear something loud, it freaks me out. I get so overwhelmed. I apologize, the music was not on. There we go. Now we get a little bit of background music. We only hear ourselves through our skulls, so it's different. Yeah, there's a lot more bass in our skulls, I believe. Because there's a bit of a resonance, there's a bit of an echo in your head, and your voice bounces off everywhere. So definitely it's different. It took me a while to get used to my own voice, and I still find it strange. I still find it weird. When I club, I usually have prepared GC with my friends for easy contact. What's a GC? A prepared GC. I wish I had something like that, because back then when I clubbed, I could never find my friends. I could never find them. And then sometimes I would just text them that I'm leaving, or they would just text me that they're leaving. A group chat. Oh, that's what it is. That would be so nice, honestly. Back then we didn't have group chats. Back then we didn't have applications. Back then we used flip phones, not smartphones. So I never got the chance to have a group chat with my friends when we went clubbing. It was just, if you're lost, you're lost. Or we have one person, who's usually me, because I don't get drunk that often, that I would go around the club looking for everybody. Because usually we go to the smaller ones, so I would scour all the floors and look for my friends and just round them up before we leave. And that was my life back then. Hello, Clock, welcome in. The noise you hear when you're home alone at night. Yeah, my cat. I guess I'm not really alone with my cats, if my cats are there, right? But I do hear, hello! Hello! Every so often, and it does, if I didn't have a cat, it would scare the crap out of me. I think, like, even now, with all the floorboards creaking and whatever it is, I can just, in my head, I can just be like, whatever, it's my cats. If I hear a noise, someone speaking, I could just be like, whatever, it's my cats. Someone talking to me through the walls going, hey, Ark, come here. I'll be like, just my cats. Don't worry about it. just my cats. Nothing else. Sorry for the radio silence. We had some emergencies to take care of. Radio silence? Was there radio silence? I'm happy that you're able to take care of the emergencies though, because imagine if you just left them, then like the entire buildings would catch on fire. That would suck. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. I live near a big freaking church, so every 15 minutes we hear a single ring or more, and up to 16 rings in a row telling us what time it is. Every 15 minutes? That's a lot. I used to live in a complex that would have the announcement too. It wasn't, let's see. I don't remember what kind of announcement it was. Oh, it was probably like, garbage collection or whatever it is. It'd be like, yep, we're collecting the garbage now. Make sure you bring the garbage outside the door. So that was really helpful. And even during the pandemic, they would give like regular reminders of like, or give us announcements and updates of what was going on. Do you ever feel uncomfortable when the night is like dead silent? Dead quiet? It's like that for the past week. Sure, it's peaceful, but there's even the sound of animals. If it's the sound of animals, then it's not really dead quiet. I never really have experienced dead quiet before because there's always wind, rustling the trees. I live in a very woody area, so there's lots of trees around, and there's also a lot of wild animals around. And oftentimes I would hear the coyotes or the coyotes, and they wouldn't be howling, but they'd be going like outside my window, and I'd be like, just the dogs. They love yapping. Like that's actual yapping. Like whatever I'm doing right now on stream, this is not real yapping. Even though I say I'm yap maxing, I am not yap maxing. It's the coyotes, it's the coyotes out there that are yap maxing. Hello thing, welcome in. Or is it Tay? And Maduine, you like the trees? Me too. I like the trees as well. I like going outside and just looking at trees. Looking at the birds and the trees. You actually find so many animals in the trees you don't realize it. It was only around 2 years ago when I actually started going out bird watching, because I've never done that before. And I was like, for me, I see a lot of those like tiny sparrow-like birds. Oh no, they're the chickadees, like the ones with the black caps. The black cap chickadees, that's what they're called. Black cap chickadees. But I've never noticed any other birds out there because I don't look at them. Like maybe seagulls, because they're so common. Like a hawk here and there. But then when I actually started going out on trails and going on walks, I started noticing all these other animals, like these little tiny mice that are running around sometimes. I would follow them. They're so cute. And then they would start hiding under the leaves and in the holes. And then I would see woodpeckers a lot of woodpeckers. And then I would see the yellow chickadees, which I don't find often as well. There's the blackbirds with like the pretty colored wing. So there's like one strip on their wing that's like reddish purple, whatever it is. Usually red orange or something like that. I've seen cardinals, a lot of cardinals, and a few blue jays every so often as well. Pray my meal prep goes well. Bye, Captain. Bye, Captain. Thanks for staying even for just a bit. I appreciate you guys. Used to seeing foxes in the day. I see bunnies and turtles one time, and a racer snake. A racer snake? I didn't even know those things existed. What's a racer snake? For some reason, when I think of a racer snake, I just imagine a snake with legs and feet, and it's just running, like, it's just running. A running snake? That's probably not what it is. A racer. I've seen a garden snake as well. It was like in the middle of the pathway, so I put it on a stick and I moved it elsewhere. The dragon must drink. Thank you very much for the stretch and the hydrate. How's my day been? I had breakfast. It was good. Because I'm just with one other roommate now, my other roommates have gone on their vacation, that we can't finish all the bread. So I shoved the bread into the freezer, and I've been toasting frozen bread, and honestly, it doesn't taste any different. So I think I'm going to start doing that from now on. Instead of throwing out bread when it gets, to a point where it starts molding, right? I'd just be like, okay, after maybe the third, fourth day, whatever it is, probably the fourth day, I'll just put it inside the freezer, because there's really no difference. And I heard from someone else that frozen bread is less starchy. I don't know what the scientific reason is behind that. You hate blue jays, cat. They are assholes, apparently. But I don't know why. I've never seen a blue jay act like an asshole before. I've seen crows act like assholes, but it's just crows. Crows being crows because they're smart. I think the more intelligence an animal has, the more mean they are. But then you also respect them too because they are smart. Bread good, more carbs. No carbs. I prefer no carbs, but I'm like, what am I supposed to eat my peanut butter with? Honestly, I have been eating peanut butter with just, putting it on a spoon and then like having a peanut butter popsicle kind of thing. But I'm like, I kind of want it on bread. I kind of prefer it on bread, honestly. Racer snakes are black like tires, and they usually bolt really fast when approached. I'm gonna search this up. I need to see what a racer snake looks like. Hello, sentients. Have a good lurk. Racer snake. Oh, they are tire colored. Some of them are slightly more green. They're also called Eastern racers or North American racers, depending on where they are, and they're non-venomous. Oh, I love that. I love snakes personally. I love snakes. But if I can't tell when a snake is venomous or not venomous, and that scares me. I trust the tiny small ones though. If I see a tiny small snake, I'd be like, okay, yeah, it's probably fine. If it's not like super colored, as in there's no like red and like bright blues and oranges and yellows on it, I'd be like, it's probably still safe. I'm just going to assume, because most animals out there, the ones that are super brightly colored, are the ones that are like, yeah, I'm evil, so you better avoid me, right? Same with a lot of other organisms, like mushrooms and plants. A lot of them that we should avoid. I need to bring the chat back. I can't see you guys. If you feed a crow every day, you will get a loyal bird. Oh, I've fed crow before. I wasn't loyal. No, more like it wasn't personally me feeding the bird. I was taking care of some rabbits, guys. I was taking care of some wild rabbits. And the crow just came and snatched the little babies up. They snatched them up. I even named the tiny bunnies. I was so mad. I was pissed off. This is why I'm saying that crows are mean. Crows are bullies. They take my pets away, my wild animal pets. I had them in the garden. So a mother rabbit decided to be a little bit stupid, and instead of having her babies, Nay Angel, thank you for the follow. Instead of having her babies in like regular ground soil, she went up on the planter that's a meter high. It's how much is it? 100 centimeters high. And she decided to have her babies in the planter. And so there's no way for them to get down, because what she does is that she jumps on the ledge, which is a pretty high ledge, and then she walks down the rail of the stairs, not the actual stairs, but the rail of the stairs. And it's very steep, by the way. I don't know how she gets up there. But because of that, the little bunnies, when they're able to leave their nest and explore a little bit, and because what happens with wild rabbits is that when they get to a certain age, they will leave the nest just to explore, but they'll go right back in. Or the mother will come back and the mother will put them back in until like they're actually ready to like leave the nest. And so what happened was that because the planter was so high, it's like, 100 centimeters tall. When the little baby rabbits came out of their nest, they just fell off the planter, and there was no way for them to get back in. So what I did was that I had a little stick and a little box, and I would smack their bums a little bit until they go inside the box, and then I would put the box back on the planter, and then I would put the little bunnies back inside their nest without touching them. And they were really cute. They were so small. They were like the size of my palm. Like, I just have small hands, so you like imagine like maybe, I don't know, like 50-60% of whatever your hand is, your hands are, unless we also have other people here with small hands. But they were tiny. They were cute. And I even named them. And then one day I woke up and I was like, I wonder how the bunny's been. And I go outside, and the nest was like all the dirt and all the plants and whatever it is, it was like all dug up. It was like the nest exploded. And I was like, what happened? So I look around and I'm like, I don't see the bunnies anywhere. I don't see them anywhere at all. Churro, hello, welcome in. And Night Angel and Cheeseburger. So I don't see the bunnies. And then I go, okay, that's weird. Maybe they left the nest. But I'm like, they never leave the nest in looking like this, because it was an actual mess. So I checked the cameras, and lo and behold, there was a crow. I was so sad. I was like, all my efforts of taking care of these little bunnies, no. Yeah, it's just nature doing nature stuff, which is quite unfortunate. And honestly, it's such a bad location for the mother rabbit to have her babies there too, because it's such a high place that everybody can see it. It's not even hidden. It wasn't even in a hidden place. It's just like a planter in the middle of the deck. Yeah, it was horrific, because I watched the entire thing on the camera and I was like, oh god. No! And I named them. One of them was like, so we already had a first litter like the year before, and one of the bunnies' names was Godsby, and another one was Enigma, and so it was Godsby 1 and Godsby. This is Godsby version 2. This is Godsby 2.0, and it was Enigma 2.0. I forgot what the other names were. My roommates helped name them too. Shame that crows are not legal to keep as pets. Yeah. I can't really see it. They're too social of creatures. And I feel like they would rely on each other too much to be kept as pets. Unless you have like a barn or something, a very wide open area where you can keep a whole murder of crows, then maybe perhaps. But you can't really tie them down. They're too intelligent for you to do that. I think they would probably rebel and they would hate you forever. It should be me and not them. Yeah, I wish the crow took me away. The heck? Hello, Blip. Welcome in. Nice nickname, right? Which one do you guys like better? Godsby or Enigma? There was like I had a slight urge to name Enigma Eligma instead, because I thought Eligma was a really funny name. But we just ended up calling them Enigma. But then I still made the joke Enigma balls every so often because I'm 5 years old. I have a brain of a 5-year-old. Not away, just took you off. Oh, fight the bird. I couldn't even fight the bird. It was so early in the morning. It was like at 3 a.m. or something like that. Or like 4 a.m. or something. And then I watched the mother rabbit was there too, and she was just like freaking out, and she just kept looking at the crow like, what are you doing? You're taking my babies away. And she kept going, like she was so confused because she couldn't fight the crow either. I think if you train them, you can probably make them steal something. I've seen videos of that. I've seen videos where people trained ravens or crows or whatever, and they would steal people's money. They would bring back cash. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I don't want them to steal anything because that's illegal. But I'm like, just find random coins on the floor, random dollar bills on the floor, and pick that up for me, please. Thank you very much. Make me rich. Turn me into a billionaire. Hi, Flower. Welcome in. Hello. Happy Sunday. Fight or flight response arc. I'm flight 100%. I am 100% flight. I think I used to be deer in headlights. I have probably told some of you guys that as well, that I am deer in headlights usually whenever I encounter something terrifying that's coming my way, like a car. But I think nowadays I feel like something would click in my brain the moment I see something that could hurt me, and I would just run in the opposite direction. You took me for a fighter before. No, I was never a fighter. I'm never a fighter. Stinky, that's you, Ghost. Hello, welcome in. I don't think I've ever been a fighter. I can sort of fight, but I don't trust my fighting skills. I think that's the thing, because I react too slowly. I react way too slowly. And I also don't really get angry, because I think what happens with flight and fight response is that the person who is fighting, right? The person who has the fight response is getting angry because something got in their way. Their brain is like, yeah, we're not doing this right now. The brain is like, don't piss me off and scare the fuck out of me. So that's probably how they go into that fight response. But for me, I don't have that type of anger. I've never really had it, and I don't understand it. And so my initial thought is, I'm going to die. Let me just run. I know I cannot fight anything head on. I will probably end up breaking something, my skull or my shoulder, or dislocating a joint. And I don't trust in my own skills. I'm not very confident in my physical abilities. It's always been that way. My entire family laughs at how weak I am sometimes, and I'm like, I'm trying, guys. I'm doing push-ups every day now. I'm doing push-ups every day. I'm trying to do some sit-ups every day. I do other yoga and exercises every day. People fight when they're scared too. I think it's a mixture of anger and fright. I think that's what it is. I think it's definitely a mixture of fright and rage, just because I know that I was doing a little bit of studying with ASMR, okay, because guys, by the way, okay, I'll tell you guys this later, but I was doing a little bit of research with ASMR, and apparently it's the exact same thing, where some people really do not like voices really close to the ear because it creates that fight-flight response, and a lot of the times it makes them angry. The people who have the fight response are usually the people who don't like voice ASMR, because a part of it pisses them off, and they want to just punch the person that's right beside them. That's what it is. Apparently, according to the studies, according to the articles and all of the research that I have written. The voices in your ears. Isn't that kind of interesting? I think we can it probably goes with everything as well. I think that's also the reason why whenever I have played League of Legends back then, I could never play a carry because I'm too scared to flash in. I was always too scared. I'm like, I'm just gonna be the support. I'm just gonna be support. I'll stay support. And even with MMORPGs, I started off playing as a tank, but it was too scary to do the tanking in a party. I sucked at tanking because you need to take initiative and you have to be the first one who goes in, and you have to know when to use certain skills. You have to be up in the front of the boss, and I was like, this is terrifying. I just sucked at it. I sucked at it so bad. I had like tank anxiety, and it's real, guys. Tank anxiety is real. So I decided to become the complete opposite of whatever a tank was, and now I main range characters, range classes. I guess I don't have the problem because I have been watching ASMR for hours today. Oh, really? I was watching a little bit of ASMR too, and I haven't watched an ASMR like stream or video in a very long time. But I wanted to like look into it. So I went into one ASMR stream and I almost just fell asleep. Like, I am the type of person who loves ASMR sounds, and so I went into one where it was just, I think like just random sounds in the ear. I don't even know what it is. It's like a little clicky sound in the ear. And then the moment I heard it, I was like, all right, it's nap time. It's nap time. What are you researching for? Oh, so what happened was, okay, so I have a throne, guys. I have a throne, and someone got me the 3DO mic. So it finally came into the mail yesterday. I finally got it, and so I plan on doing more ASMR content in the future because I really want to make use of it. So I wanted to see what type of ASMR content there was. Ark ASMR soon? Maybe, yeah, maybe. But it won't be anything not safe for work. It will be very safe for work stuff. And then maybe we'll have like videos, ASMR videos too, for people who want it. Not just streams, like situational RP type stuff. I still haven't really decided yet because I haven't really finished and done my research on what I wanted to do, because there's so many different types of ASMR out there that I don't know what I'm not really sure what fits my content well, but definitely no weird. Okay, maybe it's not weird, but like ear licking and lewd stuff, because that's not my brand. That's not my brand at all. Just very, very safe for work content. I like the I like the ASMR roleplay because I like to daydream, and after I watched it, my depression hits. No, that's bad. That's bad. You don't want the depression. You want to get rid of it. You don't want post ASMR depression. Like, you need a good balance between, just not being too excited about something. You can always experiment and see what works. Maybe. I think we'll just have like a regular stream where I just play around with different noises and you guys tell me what you guys like. We'll have like redeems and stuff. Stubo is nice but very Delulu inducing. What is that? What is Stubo? Let me just search it up. Anvil. Like, I just have a big anvil and I'm smacking it with a hammer? That's not really ASMR. What? That is reverse ASMR. That is anti-ASMR. That is ASMR that will hurt you. And it's supposed to be the opposite, right? It's honestly... Oh, situational voice. That's what it stands for. That's what Stubo is. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's actually Shichubo. Shichubo. Ah. Shichubo. Shichubo. The metal pipe drop. Starts bringing out the blender. By the way, making a strawberry banana smoothie. Turns this into ASMR. Starts blending on stream. Construction ASMR. No. If I'm gonna go into an ASMR stream, guys, I'm gonna take this seriously. We're going to no anti-ASMR, no construction ASMR, no pan slapping, whatever it is, utensil clinking, blackboard, chalk chalk scratching, whatever it is, nails on chalkboard. I always got morning depression, evening depression, midnight depression. That's like that's the entire day depression. That's just regular depression. That's morning depression, afternoon depression, midnight depression. What is it? That's entire day, isn't it? That's the entire day. Tree chopping, ASMR going to be nice. Tree chopping, that's just Stardew Valley. What you are describing is Stardew Valley. Man, that reminds me. I should be able to do... Let's try this. While I'm on stream, I'm gonna try something. Where is it? The setup. There we go. Hope I don't crash anything. Because I know some people are really into keyboard and mouse ASMR as well. And I used to do that. I used to do a little bit of that when I was drawing, when I had my art streams. But I kind of stopped. So maybe you guys can hear this. Is this the one I use? Yeah. Yeah, maybe you guys can hear this. Right? So like stuff like that as well. There's different keyboard sounds that I can use. And egg cooking ASMR. I do want to do cooking streams in the future. I think that would be really fun. You guys can judge my cooking skills. I still can't use the knife properly. As in, have you guys watched the videos and have you guys watched, or any chefs in chat know what I'm talking about? The way that you hold the vegetable when you're... Or it doesn't have to be a vegetable, it could be anything, when you're trying to chop it into slices. See, you're supposed to curve your fingers so that your knuckles are hitting against... Yeah, the curl hold, that's what it is. The curl hold. So you don't end up hurting yourself because it's always sliding against your knuckles. But maybe because my grip is really bad and my fingers are always like slipping and sliding everywhere, I can't do it. And then I'm always like scared about my thumb because I'm like, where do I put my thumb? My pinky is kind of like non-existent, so it keeps like flying everywhere. I can't do it. So like I'm like extra careful. I am practicing a lot more nowadays, but still I'm like, it's so difficult for me. I'm heading to bed, by the way. Love your singing. Thank you very much, Satival. Good night, rest well, have a good eep. Anxiety is the main problem. Anxiety? For the chopping, maybe. Your fingers are sliding where? They're sliding. They're sliding all over the vegetables. Whatever the thing that I'm holding on to that I'm cutting. Usually an onion. Usually whenever I'm cutting something, it's usually an onion. And then I cut up to the middle part of the onion. So, and then I turn it around and then I cut it again because I don't want it to slip the other way because it does get really slidey and slippery. Honestly, I don't think you need to worry about stuff about how you hold the food to chop as long as you're being mindful of your safety. I think so as well. Still, I think cooking itself is kind of like an art form and a craft, right? So there's certain skills that I love to learn just because I think it looks cool. Honestly, there's probably not much of a difference when it comes to the final product, but it's just the process of getting there. I think that's fun. That's the fun part. I have chopped my finger before. I have chopped my fingers before, and it was because I was cutting up an onion, and I remember I was crying because, all those like onion gases, whatever that's going to my eye, and I wasn't careful. So at the time, I was sniffling, I closed my eyes, and bam! I made a big ooh, a big boo-boo, and then everything, I was just bleeding afterwards. I was like, I'm never cutting an onion ever again. Yeah, I didn't have my onion goggles on, it sucked. But you know what? It is what it is. It's just how it is. There's nothing honestly that I could do. And not the big boo-boo. Do you guys have onion goggles? Rinsing the onion in cold water helps reduce the tear gas. What, really? Huh, I didn't know that. Maybe that's something that I should try next time, because I hear different things. I heard like it had something to do with the inside, the middle core of the onion that makes you cry, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. I'm pretty sure that's not it. And it's funny too, because my roommate thinks that they're allergic to onions. They're like, I can't cut onions, I'm allergic because it makes me cry. And I'm like, that I don't think it's an allergy thing. I think it happens with everybody. I don't cry when I'm chopping onions. What? Really? You're built different. I want the gene that makes it so that I never cry when cutting onions. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm not sure if that is a thing. I find myself working better with big blades like a Chinese cleaver instead of a chef's knife. It's probably because it's sharper now. You're kind of using the weight of the knife to cut whatever it is that you need to cut, instead of relying on your own strength. Like, you're not supposed to be using your own arm strength anyway. You're supposed to be using the sharpness of the knife to move it along. The thing is, I don't think my knives are sharp either, so it becomes even harder. And what's the most difficult is trying to cut a tomato, because what happens is the tomatoes are juicy and the skin itself is kind of, it's like rubbery. It's rubbery and it's hard to break. So when you're cutting a tomato, you just end up mushing it because of how unsharp the blunt knives are. They're your biggest pet peeves. I need to sharpen the knives. I really do. Honestly, it's so much easier with a sharp knife, and it's so much more dangerous with a blunt one, because now you're using human strength. You're using your own personal strength into it, and it's harder to control how much strength you need to use, and then you do end up hurting yourself. How crying when chopping onion is a thing. I never seen anyone cry like that. Really? I'm always crying. There's never a time I'm not crying when I'm cutting onions. It's pretty bad. Sometimes I have to tell myself to cut it faster, because if I take too long in cutting the onion, the tear gases will just they will catch up to me, and then my entire vision will be blurry, and by that time I can't see anything that's in front of me. So I'm every time I cut it, and I have to do it fast. I have to make sure that I cut it precisely and I do it fast before the tear gases get to my eyes. That's how I cut myself. I got sniffly, but that's about it. Mine are really horrid. Mine are really bad. To the point where I just can't see. I don't cry when chopping onions too, though. It's more of an angle and distance from my face. Are you guys calling me short? I'll have you know, I'm average height. There's quite a distance between the onion and my face. Or maybe the countertop is a little too high, but whatever. It is what it is. After a lot of heartbreak, you might be no longer capable of crying. I don't think that's I think it's just a bodily response. I don't think it's an emotion thing going on right now. It's like an actual chemical influence onto your eyes that are making you excrete tears. Not an emotion. Nothing to do with heartbreak. Though that is also kind of sad. I apologize to anyone who is so jaded to the point that where they're unable to cry anymore. I need that music back for myself. There we go. Get rid of this. Maybe that matters. Oh, it definitely does. Maybe. Not the heartbreak, just, the chemicals. That's what I'm alluding to. I don't have a knife. My mom bought a cleaver, and that's what I'm using for years now. I have a cleaver too, but I never use it because it scares me. Like, you know, in horror movies, it's for some reason a lot of the antagonists of horror movies are always holding a cleaver. Like, there's that butcher correlation, that connection with the antagonist of the horror movie, and every time I see a cleaver, it just reminds me of that. I'm like, that's for killing. That's not for the kitchen. That's a weapon, and I don't want to touch it. But that's just me making strange connections. I'm pretty sure most people don't feel that way. You think it's just Jason? Maybe it's just a Jason thing, like the slashers, the slasher movies. I wouldn't really call them horror, I guess, just slasher movies. Every time I use a knife, the thoughts just rush through. Excuse me? Excuse me? How do we fix that? I don't know if there's maybe some therapy might help. Meat cleaver is kind of scary to hold, but Chinese cleaver is not that heavy. Wait, there's a difference? Let's see. Chinese cleaver versus like a regular meat cleaver. Oh, so there is quite a bit of a difference. Let me just put this up on screen so we can all learn together. Here it is. Meat cleaver is the one on the left, I'm assuming, and then the Chinese cleaver is the one on the right. So thicker blade can chop through bones, and heavy is the meat cleaver. Why is there a little hole at the top right? And then the Chinese cleaver is lighter, thinner, nimbler, and it's a vegetable knife? So it's not really, oh, it's not meant for meat. Not really, at least. Huh. Well, then I didn't know. I didn't know that there was a difference. All cleavers before just now, to me, they were all the same. Jason uses a machete most of the time. Does he? Not sure. I've actually never watched the movie with Jason in it. What movie is that? Do people not have intrusive thoughts? They probably do, honestly. That's why I can't hold a cleaver, because I also get those intrusive thoughts and they scare the crap out of me. I do. Maybe I'm the one who needs a little bit of therapy. Yeah, as long as you don't act on them, it's fine. Very true. Ah. Or nakiri? Maybe I just don't like pointy things. What is that? What is nakiri? A nakiri knife. Oh, like a Japanese... Can I even call this like a... I have a Japanese knife too, but it doesn't look like this one. Oh, I have a santoku. I think that's what I have. So a nakiri is a more blunt type of knife, and it looks a little bit like a thin cleaver. Yeah, it's probably more like a thin cleaver, like whatever this is that you guys can see. It's not that thick. It's a thinner one. But I never have... When I look at this one, I don't think, oh, it looks like a weapon to me. For me, I'm like, this can be used in the kitchen. It doesn't have that cleaver look. Not really. Do I have a santoku? Yeah, I have a santoku. So the knife I have is this one. I was gifted this knife from a friend because we were talking about cooking one day and about how much I enjoy cooking. So they ended up gifting this to me. And what happened was that I left it in my condo, and now it belongs to my sister. But she doesn't really take care of it. She's not the type of person who takes care of knives, Because for me, when I had that knife, I would just use it for certain occasions, and then I would make sure to wipe it dry every time I clean it. Every time I wash it, it would be dry like the next second, because I'm like, I don't want to damage the metals. And then I would sharpen it often. That was my favorite knife, but I'm a little depressed about it. It's my favorite. That might be a little bit bad, Conan. You might need to see some specialists, because that's like an inner turmoil that you have. Japanese knives, I don't know much of them, only some. I don't know a lot about Japanese knives either, except for the fact that there is a bit more craftsmanship when it comes to making the knife. I don't know much about it. I kind of wish I did more research, because I had one and I wanted to know what makes it so special, but for me, it just looks cool. Like, I know it's better. In what way? Not sure. Not sure. But still, because it was a gift, I'm like, I have to take care of this. I only use the Chinese cleaver, fruit knife, and boning knife, and machete. Wait, machete for cutting meat, right? Like the steak machetes? Like, that's what you're talking about? You're not like the big ol' machetes? Not those ones? Definitely not those ones? Please tell me. Please tell me. Probably why I have a lot of screen time, just to let my mind think of something else. You know what? That's fair. I think a lot of us are on the internet and in front of a screen because of escapism, right? That's what I do too. Whenever I need a break from work, from whatever I'm doing, I'm like, okay, let me just go on the internet and watch a video or watch something. I think it's healthy that way as well. I think it's pretty healthy that way, to be distracted, to give yourself something to be distracted with. Japanese knives need to be oiled with chamomile oil? Do they? Is that a do they have to, or is that a I assume that they do? Because that's the first time I've heard of it. I don't know. Maybe some people do it. Does it keep the rust off, I wonder? The big one for coconuts and durians and pineapples. Oh, I guess that's what my mother used to use the cleavers for too, for coconuts and durians and pineapples. Except for me, I haven't had those in a very long time because I don't live in an Asian country anymore. So it's harder to find coconuts here. It's harder to find durian here. And when I do find it, they're really expensive. Durians especially are really expensive. And pineapples, I think most people just buy the ones that are already cut up. Like, you can still probably find the big fruit, but I think a lot of people don't bother with it because it's hard to cut. You have to cut out like the little like black bits in it too, right? And I know that there's special knives for cutting pineapple because you have to cut out the core. Oh, you're cutting around the core? Sykes says hello, welcome in. How are you doing? You say you make your knife dry. That's how you get rust. What? Really? Wait, don't you get rust because of water? Of water corrosion? So I wash my knife and then I wipe it dry. So that the water doesn't stay onto the knife. I'm thinking about this. Maybe I should just Google it. Oh, you actually do. You actually do put a little bit, tiny bit of oil on the knife to make it last longer. And people recommend camellia oil. Or what they call tsubaki oil. or any food grade mineral oil. Water's in the air. You're right. There are water molecules in the air. You're not wrong about that. We breathe in water. Does that make us fish? Perhaps. Are you a durian enjoyer or a durian hater? There's no in between. I'm 100% durian enjoyer. I would say I would say I would fall a little bit in between because I hate durian flavored things. I don't like durian candy. I don't really like durian cookies. I do like durian cake and I like durian mochi. Like anything, or durian ice cream's not bad either. I do prefer other ice creams though. But like it has to be, for me, it has to be the actual fruit. I think it's a texture thing for me. I just really like the creamy fruit. I like durian mostly because it's not just because it's sweet, but because it's really creamy. And that goes for like avocados. I love avocados as well because they're creamy. I love the really juicy ripe persimmons, like the ones that are almost breaking. I love those. So everything has to be like slightly melted, slightly creamy, a little bit juicy. Like that's what makes it a good fruit to me. I don't really like crispy fruit as much. Like, you know, the crispy crunchy ones. I know a lot of people enjoy that a lot more. Especially there's like people who, it's like saying, do you like the crispy grapes? Right? You know what I mean when I say like crispy grapes? Like the crunchy grapes, or do you like the really soft ones? And for me, I will always choose the soft grapes. Like pear. Yeah, there's like, yeah, two types of pears as well, like the crunchy crispy pears and then the really soft ones. And I will always go for the soft ones. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like it's definitely a mental thing. I'm in between because I've only had durian once, which was durian ice cream, and it was different but not bad. See, the durian flavor to me is just it's okay. I mean, it's good just because it's sweet. But I think that's the reason why I don't really like durian flavored things, because it doesn't, to me, it's missing that texture and it's no longer durian. It's just durian flavored and the flavor is just alright. For me, I'm like, I'd rather have like a mango ice cream or a mango cake or like vanilla ice cream, vanilla cake or something like that over durian. If only everything in the world had the same texture, you know what I mean? If, I don't know, if there was some sort of like chocolate fruit with that texture, I'd be like, oh hell yeah, that's my type of fruit. Then you would be missing the durian smell, and I'm like, I don't really care for the smell anyway. Good morning, Vest. Hello, welcome in. I put grapes in the freezer so they're a bit firmer. That's what my roommate does as well. My roommate loves putting the grapes in the freezer, and they love really hard ice creams, which is like the complete opposite of me. So every time they do it, they end up putting the entire thing in. I'm like, oh, can you leave a little bit out for me? Because I don't like them frozen. I don't really like them frozen. Yeah, I think it's probably texture for a lot of people as well. Maybe texture thing isn't as uncommon as I thought. I think most people view foods like how they determine whether or not a food is one of their favorites is because of its texture. Tastes like sweet garlic to me, which as an ice cream is a bit weird. And other things I could see it being good. Sweet garlic. Oh, you're kind of right about that. Now that I imagine it in my head, the taste of it in my head, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit like sweet garlic. Bye, Miss Drag. I'm gonna play a game where mine can only focus on that game, or I'll be getting infinite combo by a dude with 5k kills. Alright, goodbye, Konoon. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day. I do it for the chocolate too. I swear the snap makes it better. I've been sort of understanding the snap of dark chocolate, right? But only for dark chocolate and only in the very thin bars. I can't do the big thick ones. If it's thick, I prefer it to be soft. Like, you know, the candied ones, the ones that are in wrappers, like Lindt chocolate, where it's kind of melty on the inside. Like, I love that. Just for the texture alone. I can't have regular milk chocolate. Milk chocolate itself, it's too sweet for me. I can only have dark chocolate. Or yes, the Ferrero Rocher ones, the dark chocolate. Oh, that's so good. I ended up buying like five bags. You know those like little 6, 7 big chungus. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for this 6, 7 bits. That's crazy. 6 and 7. I ended up buying. They're like paper bags, I guess. Like 5, 6 of those bags. Because it was cheaper to buy more. And I was like, I might as well just stock up. Ferrero's my exception to milk chocolate. Yeah, there's not much chocolate inside. That's probably why. You're there for the peanut. You're there for the hazelnut inside. You're there for the waffle covering, right? That waffle layer. It's so good. 6, 7 bags? 5, 6 bags. You're so brain rotted. 5, 6. Not 6, 7. Not 6, 7. 6, 7. No. I think 5 or 6. I thought that other people would enjoy those as well, but it seems like out of all my roommates, like nobody eats them except for me. And I thought that more people would enjoy dark chocolate, the Ferrero dark chocolate. But I guess it really just is me. Thanks for the head pat. Finding it hard to like keep my eyes open right now. I need some more coffee. Maybe because I woke up way too early. So now my body's like, alright, time for your afternoon nap. Time to go to bed. Saxton, hello. Welcome in. Not a fan of dark chocolate. Is it because it's not sweet enough? Saxton Hale the Wizard. I will cast a spell. What are you gonna cast? I'm waiting for it. The anticipation might just kill me. I'm gonna die before you cast the spell. It tastes bitter for me. Oh, maybe that's why I like dark chocolate. I guess the bitterness a lot of people cannot stand. I cast for men. Testicular torsion. Everyone in all the men in chat is gonna start screaming. I apologize. I apologize if the spell also does not work for me. Could Ark eat 90% dark chocolate? Man, I used to buy 99% dark chocolate for fun from Italy. So yes, I love it. Saxton's name is now Sexton. That's terrible. Yeah, I love my 90% dark chocolate. I love my 99% dark chocolate. I love my bitterness. My bitter food. Thank you for the 11 months. Oh my god, you're almost at 1 year, dog, with the suit. You're almost there. You're almost there, dog. 1 more month to go. Thank you very much for the 11 months. 11 months of support. Cast flashback. Ah! My eyes! Ah! I'm getting blinded. Guys, I can't see anymore. What do I do? It's like everything's in light mode. It's like my entire screen's in light mode. My entire life is in light mode. Now I can't end stream. Now I can't click the stop stream button because I have no idea where it is. You can't cast gun. That's not how it works. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I'm cured. I got my sunglasses on. There we go. Thank you very much, Groove. It's like my vision's gone back. Oh boy. Oh, the colors are coming back. Oh, everything's like not blurry anymore. What is gun? Thank goodness for glasses. Whoever invented sunglasses, props to them. Your backgrounds are always nice. Thank you. If you're wondering where I get them from, they're from Manghua Studios or Dream Studios. And they make a lot of backgrounds. And every time they release a new background, I'm always like, let me just get that. Let me just do a little bit of some spending. Because these days I haven't really been going out shopping at all. Because I don't need to. I have too many t-shirts. I have too many clothes. I don't really go out to buy food. I always just end up buying groceries, and my meals cost like $2 now, like just kimchi egg rice. So it's all good. And I'm like, I kind of want to do a little bit of shopping just for myself. So what happens is that I just go out and I buy some outfits for stream, or I buy some backgrounds for streams, and then we have something cool to look at. Since I'm here every day for 3 hours anyway. I also want something new to look at. The Burger Country Technic gun. Ah! Got shot in the shoulder. Guys, my shoulder may be dislocated now. What do I do? Now I can't move my right arm. Now I can't press the stop streaming button. Oh no! Ting Ting, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I need a shoulder pad. That's what I need. Not just a head patch. Not just one of those. You know what's great? You know what's better than a head pat? Those like head massage thingies. You know what I'm talking about when I say head massage thingy? Probably not. There's a lot of head massage thingies out there in the world. It's like I'll do my best to describe it. It's basically a wooden handle, and there's these metal prongs that come out of it. So it looks a bit like the bottom part of a jellyfish. Or some weird head contraption. Yeah, the one that looks like a water strider. That's better. That's a better description than whatever I was trying to say. Like a water strider. Yeah, the curved metal thingy. I love those. The whisk looking things. Yes, that's an even better description. I suck at describing things. This is what I found out about myself today. That thing, yeah, it does sound like a whisk too. And you shove that on your head and you move it around, and it feels so good. Like it just feels like going into an ASMR stream almost. Imagine using that in an ASMR stream, like both at the same time. I think I would just die. I think I would die. I need a machine that replicates the massage to my hairdresser washing your hair. Me too. Me too. I cast. What are you gonna cast, Saxton? What's your third spell? I used to go to a Japanese hair salon. I probably told you guys a story, but there was this one hair dresser salonist. What do you even call the people that work at a hair salon? But this guy does really, really good head massages. And I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, this is way too sensual, but at the same time, I'm like, it's really good. Because there's like some people who do head massages where they're just like, oh yeah, this is like a regular, very formulaic head massage where they're just, you can tell that they're not really into it, right? They're kind of just doing the same motion over and over again over the same areas, or they're like talking to someone while they're doing it. But this guy was like really into the head massage, and I was like, you know what, like, keep going. I'm like, you're so good at your job. I hope they never fire you. I cast the unskippable monologue of Aldia, Scholar with the first spin every time we sit at a bonfire or a bench from Dark Souls 2. Oh, phew. It's never gonna apply to me. I don't play Dark Souls. Oh, thank God. As in, am I going to get it whenever I play Dark Souls? Or do you mean the monologue of Aldia from Dark Souls? Jokes on them, that's not my type of game. Oh, thank goodness. Can be avoided. Gotta get you to play Dark Souls, I guess. Never. Never happening. I couldn't even finish Elden Ring, guys. I couldn't finish. Yeah, gotta get me to finish Elden Ring first. I think that's what it is. You gotta get me to finish Elden Ring before I play any other Souls games, Souls-like. Neo was the closest thing that I got to finish, but I was like, ugh, too hard. Too hard. I have no patience. I would say I'm a pretty patient person, but it comes from because I'm able to walk away from it. That's where my patience comes from. I'm able to disassociate. So every time something happens to me where it could fuel my anger or it could fuel my frustration, I'm easily able to just zone out or think about something else, focus on something else, or walk away. That's how I handle very frustrating and stressful situations. And that's why I think I would be considered a patient person. But once it comes to Souls-like games, oh no, I have to lock in, and that makes me more frustrated, and that makes me more stressed. And so I have to stay. Boy Toy maxing. That's you, Boy Toy. Are you Boy Toy maxing right now? I suck at Souls-like. I only ever finished the first Star Wars one. Honestly, me too. I think most people actually do suck at Souls-like, but it requires a certain amount of patience. I think there's probably only 10% of people in the gaming community who doesn't suck at Souls-like. But they're able to persist, and because they're able to persist, they're able to beat the game. But the persistence doesn't work with me. It doesn't exist in my brain and in my body. We love Souls-like. Oh, unfortunately, I don't. I know a lot of people do, though. So I'm like, you know what? All for them. Yeah, play until you win, exactly. That's the mindset people have that I don't have. I go play until I get frustrated and then I leave. And then never touch the game until maybe a few months later, and then I try again. That's why I started Elden Ring 5 times already. Or something like that, like an odd number like that. Insane amount of numbers. That's probably not too insane, 5. But I always play up until a certain point of the game where I end up just stopping, and then I'm like, alright, time to make a new character. Time to do this again. God reduced my height so I can be insane at Souls-like. Is that why, like, you're talking about height as in your hitbox is smaller? True. True, small people would be insane at Souls-like. Smaller hitbox, easier to dodge, big skills. You can whiz around like Sonic. I'm like 5'6". You're not that small. You're not that small, unfortunately. I may be better at dodging than you are. I may be slightly better at dodging than you. That's my Dark Souls experience. Do people... I guess my experience with Dark Souls, or not Dark Souls, but my experience with Souls-like games is similar to a lot of other people's as well. What about Dark Souls 3? Nuh-uh. I did try Bloodborne. I couldn't get into it. I think I went into like the first part of Bloodborne, where you get into that room and you're supposed to avoid the first boss because you don't have any weapons, but I was trying to punch the living hell out of the first boss, and everyone was going, Ark, you can just ignore it. And I go, no! And I kept dying. It's like you wake up and then there's like another room. You go into the second room and then there's this like, there's not even a mini boss. Yeah, that thing, whatever that is, that weird thing on like, it's walking on like 4 limbs. And you don't have a weapon at that point. So, or maybe there was, but I didn't see one. So I was just using my goddamn fists. And I was stuck there for like an hour again because I'm like, I have to beat this guy. And I couldn't do it. It was a werewolf. It was a werewolf. Okay. Yeah, it was like bipedal, but it looked like there were human arms in the front. Ark, know about the guy who played Dark Souls not getting hit, and if he gets hit, he restarts from the first game until he plays forever game. What? Really? There's a guy like that? Huh. I didn't know. Blythe? That guy? No, that guy's from Elden Ring. He's the, he's that one NPC that helps you out in the beginning. He's like, and then when you meet him, you're like, oh yes, my only friend in this world of torture. Torturous world. In this hellhole. Yeah, in DS2? No, in Bloodborne. In the Bloodborne. Garamon? I have no idea. See, I only remember Blythe's name because everyone was thirsting over him. Everyone was becoming furries when he came out. He was like everybody's furry awakening. The moment people saw Blythe, they were like, oh, I don't know why, but I suddenly got wet. And then like they're all like, oh, I guess I'm a furry now. An old man in a wheelchair. Maybe that. Yeah, it could have been Bao as well. The Bao thirst rant. Suddenly furry. I totally get it though. Blythe is cool. And especially when the entire world up until that point, you believe that there's like everything's out there to kill you. There's a few NPCs that seem like they're not bad people, but they don't give you that same camaraderie as Blythe does. So when you meet him for the first time, you're like, oh yes, like an actual sane person that's not really a person. And it's even cooler that he's a wolf. He's a wolf man. And he kind of like helps you out. And so it's like, oh yes, my first friend ever. And then it's even worse when you later on you find out what happens. No spoilers. Find out what happens with, like you and Blythe, and you're like, and then you feel even more attached to him. Everything makes sense. I cast sudden desire to keep going east until Caelid, which is right next to the starting area for some reason. Next to the Caelid? Wait, was he from Elden Ring? Bao taught me what nodding is from that stream of hers. I had to learn about nodding because I did have a dog. And then I was also curious about cats and dogs reproduction. And then I also searched up ducks because I thought it was really interesting. What's nodding? Should we turn this into like an R18 stream? So what happens is that there's an expansion. I guess this is like sex ed, okay, for other animals. So it's not really R18 because there's nothing, we shouldn't be thinking about this in a sexual way. We have to think about this in a very educational sense. So nodding essentially is when the bottom part of the shaft becomes enlarged and it gets stuck. So they can't pull out. That's what nodding is. And it's like built in their bodies. That's how my dog got kidnapped, because a random stray came up to my dog and started humping him. And then I was trying to get the stray away from my dog because I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, and then the stray dog got scared, but his thing was stuck inside my dog, and then he pulled my dog away and my dog couldn't leave, and then I was so concerned. I was so concerned. They can't pull out. They can't pull out. Yeah, the dog flare up, that's what it is. It was bad. I lost my dog for a day. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for my dog. There were so many stray dogs around. That was the only problem about walking my dog, is that we were always around strays. And that I would always have to shoo them away. Sometimes they're really big, scary dogs. It was painful. It was awfully painful for my dog. Honestly, I felt so bad. And they were both male. My dog is a male dog as well. So he just had something stuck in his asshole. So with cats, male cats have, instead of nodding, they have, yeah, it's another layer of fucked up. My cat has, or so not my cat. Cats have barbed areas, so it hurts. Like they're prickly. Thought my dog was female. No, my dog was male. Like male dogs, I don't know why they have like a weird dominance thing where they keep humping anything that they see. They hump other dogs, they hump other male dogs, they just hump everything. That's just how dogs are. And so like when they go in, it kind of gets stuck as well and it's painful. So that's with cats. That's why every time you hear like screeching cats, they're mating. And like it's probably a female cat that's like yelling because it hurts. And then you have ducks where the duck penis is like spiral shaped or something. Yeah, it's like spiral shaped because the female duck have evolved their insides to be so hard to get into because the male ducks just want to hump them all the time. Yeah, corkscrew. It looks like a corkscrew. So like the female duck evolved their insides to be corkscrewed shaped, and the male ducks are also then evolved themselves to be corkscrew shaped. Yeah, the more we know. Why do we just know this? I personally searched it up because I was really curious. The pain is supposed to be necessary because the pain makes the female more fertile, from what I remembered. Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, something about it's like when you have a pee-pee, you just want to hump everything. That's just how it is with nature in the world. And that's why animals have evolved in such a strange way. No? Okay, never mind. See, I don't have one myself. I don't have balls, so I can't say anything. I'm doing engineering. Why didn't give it a role in this class? Welcome to an Ark biology class where we learn about animal reproduction. See, these are the only 3 animals I know. There's probably other strange ones out there. Not sure. Oh, you know what is really cool is that empreg exists in the wild as well. With what are they called? What are those horsefish called? Horsies? Seahorse. There we go. With seahorses. Horsey is a Pokemon. Yeah, with a seahorse. Yeah, seahorse empreg. It's great. I was watching a video the other day. I was reminded of it because I was watching a male seahorse give birth, and he kind of just like sneezes it all out, like he shoots it out. It's not even actual. You know, when you think of like a mammal or a bird laying eggs or giving birth, it just comes out slowly. But no, he kind of just like he squirts out all the little babies like shooting ropes. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Why are we talking about... No, we're doing a little bit of sex ed with like animal reproduction. I don't know how we got here. Why did we get here? Oh, because we were talking about Blythe from Elden Ring. A female spotted hyena has a pseudopenis. What, really? That's kind of like humans, no? I just got back. Welcome back. This is a regular Ark stream. This is what we talk about normally. It always ends up around these topics for some reason. So you're gonna have to get used to it. If you're around often, you will get used to it. Clock is screaming too. Clock, you should be used to it too. You've been around for longer than a lot of people here. Why is it coming back? It always will. We always get here. You're not used to it? I guess soon. Soon. I guess if we just talk about it more, then you will get used to it. Looking at the me? No, it's you guys, right? You're talking about chat. You're looking at chat. That's the reason. I've been around since the beginning. That doesn't mean I never said you had to like it. You're just gonna have to get used to it. It's like one of those things that you don't really like in your life, but you just have to accept that it's there, that it's a part of it. Just like chores. You don't need to like you're doing chores. You don't have to like doing laundry. But it's there, and sometimes you just have to do it. This is Fujo Erasure. Who is the Fujo here? I'm a half Fujo. I don't even exist as a real Fujo. Yeah, exactly. Just tolerate it. That's all. Actually, it's not even a request. I don't need you to tolerate it. But the fact that you guys are here tells me that you're fine. That you're fine with these topics. Which means that it's a green light for me to keep going. It's no, it's not a demand. It's not an order. It's just what it is. It's just how my brain works, how I behave. And I do honestly think that these topics are interesting, which is why I bring them up, because it can't just be me who is curious, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there who are thinking the same thing as me. It can be so much worse. I love how this is coming from the person who's been in Known Liar streams, because I think so as well. I think so as well. Yeah, this is a very tame conversation. I'm gonna make you in Toma Life and put you on a secluded island. Yeah! Please do. Can everybody make me in Toma Life? Can everybody in Tomodachi Life, can you make me? I want to see what I look like in there and how I behave. I want to see mirror versions of myself in alternate dimensions. Please, 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 please. And then send me some screenshots. Please. What if I start begging even more? Hi, Azu. Welcome in. You'll think about it. No, but you just said that you will. You're gonna make me totally put me on a secluded island, please. Please. Why are you begging? Please stop. No. No. The more you tell me to do something, the more I'm gonna do it. The more you tell me not to do something, the more I will do it. I mean, does anybody have Tomodachi Life? Now you want it? I'm conflicted. Why? Okay, how about we do reverse psychology? How about don't do it? Don't. I would hate for you to put me in Tomodachi Life, and I would hate it if you sent me screenshots, and I would hate it if you put those screenshots in this Discord. So you should never do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. Please. You're broke. Me too. See, I don't have a Switch 2. I'm also broke. So I really want people to play it in my stead. Cause I can't make myself in Tomodachi Life. I need someone else to make it for me. You can get it on the Switch 1 and OLED. Tomodachi Life, really? Wait, really? Wait. It's not Switch 2 exclusive? What? Is it rentable? Okay, now I'm searching this up. My sister left me her Switch 1. She bought one and she never used it, and then when I was tidying up my condo, because we're getting rid of it, that I found the Switch 2 and I was like, you still want this? She was like, no. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, I don't want it. And I was like, okay, well, it's mine now. What is it called? Is it Living the Life? Is that the new one? Oh yeah, it is. It came out April 16, 2022. 2026. Switch 1. I need to confirm this, man, because I really... Oh my god, it's so expensive. See, I don't have an OLED. Can I still play it? Oh, people are saying, I have a Switch 1. I've been playing it for 3 hours and not noticing any lag or slowness. Been playing for 5 hours, no lag, no performance issues. Some person said, I see some performance issues, but it's nothing game breaking. So it's just a little bit slow near the fountain, the water fountain, and that's it. Alright, time for me to save up. Switch 1 performance is equal to a 10-year-old Samsung phone. Ugh. I mean, it's Tomodachi Life, so 25 FPS is nothing to me. It's still usable, it's still okay. Tomodachi Life, the graphics itself is... I don't need it to be running on, like, you know, super good quality. Because the visuals itself isn't like a super high quality type game. So maybe I will think about it. Don't bring up my Alienware. I'm self-conscious. There's nothing wrong with my Alienware. But okay, this is something that I will consider. Things are changing. Things are changing. Honestly, I don't think I've even used the Switch 1 that much. And I have a lot of games on there that I do want to finish playing as well. So this is what's stopping me from... I mean, what's stopping me, first of all, from getting a Switch 2 is that it's super expensive. And it's... But the good thing about it is that you can play both Switch 1 and Switch 2 games on the Switch 2. Man, yeah, it's like money first of all. It's definitely 100% money first of all. And it's pretty much like paying for a subscription model almost, because... Or it's more like sunk cost fallacy. Because the moment you buy the Switch 2 and a part of you goes, now I have to buy games for the Switch 2 to make it worth the money. Now I gotta buy more games for the Switch 2 so that I can use it, so that it's worth the investment. Because imagine you just buy one singular game for the Switch 2, and so that game itself costs, I don't know, $1,000 because you're buying the console and the game together. So now you're like, I have to buy more games. Now need at least 5 games for the Switch 2 to make the console worth it. Oh, this sucks. This sucks, guys. I bought the PS3 just for MGS4. Metal Gear Solid. That's what it stands for. That took me a while. I was like, what's MGS again? We're the Solid Snake. Okay, but back then PS3 was a lot cheaper. I bought the PS... I also bought the PS3. Was it PS3? I bought it for... Yeah, it was a PS3. Was it PS4? No, I bought the PS4. I bought the PS4 specifically for Yakuza. Just for the Yakuza series. Because I love Yakuza. Ah. See, okay, let's take a look at the Switch 2. Let's take a look at Switch 2 right now. So, Switch 2 games. So we will, if you get the Switch 2, you will have to buy a lot more games on here. So Switch 2 edition and exclusive games. We have Kirby, The Forgotten Land. I guess that's one that I might want to play. Kirby Forgotten Land. I think Kirby's... You can't go wrong with Kirby. Kirby is always fun. Solo play as well. I mean, you can only solo play Kirby. But honestly, that's really the only thing I can think of. Updated versions of Xenoblade. I heard that Xenoblade was fun as well. I haven't played any of the Xenoblade games. Because honestly, I'm not into Mario. Or a lot of the Nintendo characters. Which sucks for me. This article was probably written by AI because what the heck, what do they mean by Rune Factory's Switch 2 exclusive? It isn't. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. That one's available for the Switch 1 as well, isn't it? Switch 1, right? Yeah, it's available on Switch 1. This article is lying to me. They're like, yeah, these are Switch 2 exclusives. And then here's Kirby. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that Kirby game's also Switch 1. Like, you can't play on Switch 1. Guardians of Azuma as well. That one was made for the Switch 1 before they announced the Switch 2. It's all platform. No, yeah, it's platform. So it's pretty easy to get into because I'm pretty sure most people have played, are used to platform games. A very common genre that you would find in the gaming market. Most of the games that were released way back then started off with platform before they went into before people actually tapped into other genres. I think it was like turn-based being one of the most popular ones with platform. I'll probably buy the Switch 2 only for Pokemon next year. I'm pretty cooked. My roommate said the same thing as well. And they said, it's okay, Ark, you can borrow my Switch 2. And I'm like, okay. Which means I don't have to buy one myself. But it's also quite a bit of a wait. Is Pokemon coming out next year or is it coming out this year? Pokemon, it's called Winds and Waves. Release date. Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's 2027. Okay, fine. Fine, I will wait. And maybe there'll be a better version of a Switch 2. Maybe there's gonna be a Pokemon exclusive Switch 2, who knows? Splatoon is a good pick, true. Metroid Dread is also amazing. I know people who get into Nintendo are really into Nintendo. And to be fair, I would be too. Yeah, borrow my Switch 2. I live on the other side of the world of you sentients. There's no way. Shipping costs would be insane. What is Wiwa? Oh, is that what they call it? Wind and Waves? Wiwa? Oh, right, and Pokapia as well. Oh, that would be a really good one. Everyone's... Okay, I keep going on Twitter, and I keep seeing everybody on social media, and even on YouTube, right? Like, every single platform, I keep seeing people post about Pokapia and the creations that they've made, and they're, like, building malls and subway lines and all these cool things and cool bases, and I'm like, man, I wish that was me. I wish that was me. I wish I could be playing it as well. I am so jealous. I'm honestly... honestly so jealous. Because at first I was like, I don't need to play Pokepia because I can play Stardew Valley. If I wanted to build something, I can just play Minecraft. And then the more I look at it, the more I'm like, there's so many things that Minecraft and Stardew can't replicate in that game. And so I have to stop myself. Every time I see anything Pokepia related, I'm like, I'm scrolling past. I can't do this anymore. We was also the nickname for the VTuber Lyra Pandora from Niji Sanji. It's pretty great. People love Bulbasaur. Yeah, Bulbasaur, the Gato girl. I keep seeing fan art of her. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, Pokemon has this. It's not a city builder. But it's kind of like a life Sims almost, where you can build things. You can water plants. I'm not sure what else you can do there, just because I decided not to look up the game anymore because I will be jealous and I will cry and I will have a little bit of FOMO. Okay, maybe not a little bit. I will have a lot of FOMO. So I stopped looking at everything that you can do in the game because it will just make me sad. I'll promote my Roblox game. I don't play Roblox, unfortunately. I'm sorry, 168 miles. I'm not a Roblox player. I don't think I will ever touch that game. Avoid anything Pokepia related. There's like so many words that I've muted on Twitter just because I never want to say those things. Because it just makes me sad. It makes me sad that I can't play it. It's like Pokemon Animal Crossing. At first, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was Pokemon Animal Crossing, but it's so much more than that. It's like better Animal Crossing. Because at least every single Pokemon that you meet has their own individual unique personality. Whereas I hear that the main complaint about Animal Crossing these days is that the villagers don't have the individual personalities anymore. Everyone's kind of been shoved into a personality box. So if they're of a certain, I don't even know what the term is, like a certain nature, a certain type of in Animal Crossing, then they will behave a certain way, and every single villager that falls under that same umbrella in that same shoved into that same box has the same personality. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of boring. It's kind of boring now. I don't know, this Wikipedia list for Switch 2 exclusives only has 30 entries. You know what? That kind of makes sense. I don't think there's a lot of games released for the Switch 2 yet. Which is what's probably stopping a lot of people from buying the console. But the titles that they're releasing for the Switch 2 is crazy. Like, they're really good. Like Pokepia, for instance. Do you play Ark Nights by any chance? Yeah, I do. I just had an Ark Night stream on last Wednesday, where we went through the event story for Promenix and Silver Ash. I am on node 2. Can you imagine there was like 8 nodes, most events and Ark Nights, and I only got through 2 nodes in one stream? We're probably going to continue on with this story next time, and it's more going to be like a reading stream if I ever were to stream Ark Nights, so that people can enjoy the game regardless or not you play it, because everybody enjoys stories, I think. And I feel like this event story, you don't really need much of a background. 30 games for a little over half a year is kind of big. It is, yeah, I guess for a console too. Too many games coming out, so little time, I'm cooked. I gave up. I already gave up. Now I'm very picky and choosy as to what to play. And I've noticed something about myself too, is that I get frustrated with games pretty easily. So if I feel like I wouldn't play a game for a long time, and I wouldn't finish it, I just decide not to get it anymore. Ark plays with her knights. Yeah, that's why my name is Ark. Ark. Named after Ark Knights. They really had to make a Nintendo exclusive from FromSoft game. Wait, do they have one? Is there exclusive FromSoft game for Nintendo. Dusk Bloods. Oh, that's what I saw the name come up in chat earlier, but I had no idea what that was. I'm gonna search it up right now. Dusk Blood. Dusk Bloods. Oh, the main character looks really freaking cool. Oh, there's vampires. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like people would enjoy this a lot. Oh no. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. Oh, even the enemies look really good. Oh, 100%. 100%. People would buy a Switch 2 just for this game. I see that one of the enemies looks like the dev of Nier Automata. What is his name again? Like, do you see this? What was his name? Oh shoot! I have to save this image for me to show you. For me to show you guys. There we go. Yeah, Yoko Taro. Doesn't it? The big moon in the sky. So this one has wings. It's like they literally just put Yoko Taro into the game. Like, it's Yoko Taro cameo. Anyways, let's get rid of this. Bye. Hi guys. I have wings now. Got rid of my body. I'm just flying. If you want Vampire Bloodborne, there's an RPG game where your choices matter called Vampire. Vampire. Let's see. What is this one about? Vampire. Interesting name. Oh. Choices matter. That's crazy. Is this considered Souls-like? The thing is, if it's Souls-like, I can't play, but it still looks pretty goddamn cool. It's Souls adjacent, okay. So it's still kind of Souls-like. I would consider Souls adjacent type games to be Souls-like anyway, even because of course mechanics will be different, but it's still somewhat similar. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. See you later. Actually, Yoko Taro is wearing a Emil head mask, so it's a Emil cameo. Oh, it's... Really? Is Emil from Nier? Is that a thing? Emil from Nier. Oh, it is. Oh, you're right. Everyone waiting for some huge games. Meanwhile, I'm waiting on translation for a visual novel. Which one? I'm looking at my giant list of otome games that I've not played yet. Because what I did was I ended up buying a whole bunch of otome games that were on sale, and so they're just sitting here. It sucks, man. I haven't had the time to play games either. Okay, so Switch 2 out of the question for me 100% because I still have a pile of games in my backlog that I haven't touched, like 100 Line for instance. That's another one I wanted to finish. Okay, this is the plan for this year. I will not touch another game. I will not buy another game until I finish the ones that I already have. What titles did I get? I got the something Cupid. I got the Tempest one. Paradoxal something. I still have Code Realize that I played half of it that I didn't finish yet. Like most of my otome games, I'm just like halfway through. 100 Line is a good game. It is, yeah. I have the collector's edition because I really love the devs behind it. I No, I'm gonna stick to this. I'm sticking to my word. I will not buy a new game until I finish the ones I have. And I will not get FOMO. I will avoid every new game title released. Any announcements, I will avoid it. Okay, the only game that I will play are the free-to-play ones. I will not play Henchman Story. No. So free ones, 100%. I have Grand Blue Fantasy Relink as well. I have that game that I haven't touched. I got it on release. I don't know why. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to create a schedule, like a personal offline schedule for myself. I think everybody should do that. Everyone should make an offline schedule for themselves to just, schedule some gaming time. I have been playing a lot of free games though. Like I've been playing TFT, right? Been playing that a lot ever since Set 17 came out. And then Never to Everness is coming out on the 29th. I'm gonna be taking a break on that day because I'm getting my teeth removed. So for that entire week where I'm like not streaming, I will probably be playing Neverness to Everness. Relink is such an insane time sync game. Is it really? Oh, God. Okay. You know what we should be doing as well is just getting off social media because it's such a time waster. There's so many different things in our days, in our usual day that is a time waster that we should not be doing. Like going on YouTube, for instance, and just watching some random video that you don't really care about. I do that a lot. I shouldn't be doing it. And then now I have all this like weird knowledge in my head that I have nothing. They're not even useful. Like why do I have random knowledge about duck penis? I don't even know why I searched that up. Why did I waste my time learning about the duck reproduction system when I could be using that time to play a game instead? For science? Oh, you guys missed it? Yeah, sorry. We were talking about animal reproduction systems earlier this stream. About cats and dogs and ducks. Which is why I suddenly brought that up. Okay, it wasn't sudden. Which is why I brought that up because it was not we. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I get it. It's just me. I'm the weird one. Not that you guys haven't searched it up either, right? You guys searched this up. You guys get curious, right? Is this regular? This is regular. Anyways, welcome in, Jaivu. Hello. I'm the problem. I will accept it. I will accept the fact that I am strange. And whatever. Thank you for the follow. I'm in. Jaivu said, I love talking about duck penis. We were on the comment until someone brought up knots. I see. It's not me. It's not me. Okay, I'm putting my hands up right now. Okay, half the time. Okay, I'm gonna say majority of the time. There we go. We have a witness here. We have a witness. Thank you very much, Vess. I was actually down the rabbit hole going, actually, maybe I am the problem. Maybe it is me. Hold on for a second. It's not me. I don't bring these things up. Yeah, not me this time, and maybe perhaps the other times as well. Maybe it's never been me. I just get gaslit. I get gaslit into thinking that like I am the one who brings up these topics when it's not. It's definitely not. Son, I'm crying. You, Snaky, don't crying. Ark not strange, no. No. Maybe just a little bit. I can see myself being strange in certain circumstances when I talk about certain things, because these are things that I don't really bring up at the dinner table. My streams are not things that you would bring up at a dinner table. The topics that I talk about on stream. Chocolate Pie Muffin. That's a cute name. Hello, welcome in. See, yeah, wait, hold on. Don't trust chat on this one. We all know that there is a certain dynamic between the streamer and between chat, where there's a huge portion of chat that loves to bully the streamer and loves to gaslight the streamer. And we all know that. If you've been inside the streaming community, you would know that that is a thing, which is why you should never trust chat, which is why you should always trust the streamer, because everything that comes out of my mouth is the only truth. And I'm for people who are new here, okay? I'm just gonna give you a quick summary, TLDR, of my own personal self, my personality. I am a little dim-witted sometimes, yes. I don't have the best memory, so sometimes I do fall for things. I'm very gullible. So when people mention that there are certain things about me, they are usually lying and it is fake. It is absolutely fake. Fake news. They're just spreading misinformation. As long as I say that I am not so, then whatever it is the truth. Whatever comes out of my mouth is the truth. They are putting words into my mouth. Yeah, everything that comes out of my mouth is truth. No, this is a self-introduction. This is not me being defensive. This is a self-introduction. Welcome in, Hammer. I am Ark, and I only speak the truth. I love rage bait. There we go. There we have it, guys. There we have it. The #1 rage baiter in chat right now. Immersed Clock, my own mod. Not defensive. See, nobody is defensive on their personal introduction. This is me introducing myself to everybody who is new here right now. This is not me defending myself. It's just a way for me to be like, this is who I am, this is my content, this is my chat. And then you will slowly get used to it if you're here for long enough, and then you will start to realize that I am correct. I am in fact correct. Mods do love to bully their streamer. I know, man. Why is that the case? Hi, Shiro. Welcome in. Have a good lurk. Shiro's been back streaming. Shiro took a break from streaming. Now he's back. Yippee! It's all on you. No. Here we go again. Here we go again. Just putting words in my mouth. You didn't even say who you are in that introduction. Sorry, my bad. I skipped a whole portion of it. Hi, I am Ark. How do people even introduce themselves? You just go, hey, I'm Ark, and then you shake hands. That's how you do it in real life situations, right? Not to say that this isn't real life. Okay, we need some practice because I haven't been outside for a very long time. I haven't interacted with a regular human being honestly, in quite a while. Okay, hi, I'm Ark. I am a V-singer. I am an artist. And I am a VTuber. But honestly, if I were to say that in real life at a bar or something, people would be like, sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about. What the hell is a V-singer? What kind of art do you do? What the hell is a VTuber? Right? Because VTubing itself is still a very niche thing. Not a lot of people know about it. And when people find out about it, it's still a very strange concept. Hello, I'm Ark, and I am a streamer. I stream on Twitch, and I stream on YouTube. I multi-stream, and I'm a content creator, and I create multiple things. That sounds very... I feel like it's solid, but at the same time, it's awkward. Like, it should probably be short, honestly. It's pretty short IRL when it comes to work and such, but in terms of social interactions and introducing is a bit harder. I think you're right about that, because nobody says that much about themselves on the first introduction. It's always like, hey, shake hand, hey, I'm Mark, and then that's it, right? Like, you know how the sales guys do it in the sales department? Like, hey, my name's Chad. And then they just sit down, and then they start talking about, like, the work-related stuff, or whatever the meeting's about. What if it's like a friend-to-friend introduction? It's the same thing, right? Like, hey, I'm Brian. Gah. Guh. No, they never say that. They don't say guh. Hi, Gort. Welcome in. Guh. Brian. It's like, hey, are you okay? Do you need to puke or something? You good? What if they say, ew, stinky VTuber? I know the VTuber concept is still not very much grasped in real life, and when you tell people that, you know, all about VTubing, they're gonna be like, yeah, that's weird. That's strange. That's how I introduce myself. Gah. 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 No, I think people would think that's even more strange. Like, excuse me, sorry, you okay? What's your name, by the way? Gah. And that's all that comes out of your mouth. The term of content creator is so doomed because of OnlyFans. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say content creator. Right, because they're like, what do you like? Do you do not safe for work stuff? I'd be like, no, I don't. I'm just a regular streamer. But then it's hard to convince them of that, right? Like, I don't really want that connotation stuck to my name. I don't want that to be my first impression. You're right. I never thought about that. Ark's real name is Gert. Just call her out as Yogurt. Yogurt. Wait, that's a genius. That's a genius of a name. That's a really great pun. It's not Gert, by the way, but my name's Ark. And Yo Ark doesn't really hit the same as Yogurt. Huh. I'm an anime girl, Ulu. No, never. That's even more awkward. Then they'd be like, alright, this person's strange. This person's strange as hell. Yeah, yo gabba gabba, no. No. If you face streamer wrong, they might think it's a cam model. What would be the best way to do it? That was so cringe, Ark. It's 2026, Wasa. We gotta embrace the cringe. Hi, I'm an anime girl. Ulu. Hi, I'm Ark, and I'm a VTuber. Ulu. Go with Twitch affiliate. Oh wait, you're right. Hi, I'm Ark, and I'm a Twitch affiliate. I'm a streamer who streams on Twitch. Please go back. You prefer Mpreg. You prefer if I talk about Mpreg over streaming? That's crazy. No. If people don't want to be around strange, weird yapping goblins, I'm a goblin now. Then they're not worth it. That's very much true. See, I got into VTubing because all my friends are VTubers. They were the ones who introduced me to VTubing. They were the ones who are like, Ark, you should try VTubing. Ark, you should try streaming. Ark, I think you would really enjoy this. I think you would make really good content. Which is like the other way around usually, right? It's usually someone gets into VTubing and then they try to convince their friends that VTubing is normal. I have a lot of friends. I can't even call myself a normie. I'm just a regular person with a lot of friends. But at the same time, I've been on Earth for a while now. I've been on Earth for a very long time. And so I kind of... Backstory, this is a little bit of lore from Ark. From me. So I am Canadian, but I never really lived here for that long. I moved here, and when I first moved here, I had no friends. I had no friends at all. I had no family. I had nobody. So I was really sad. And then I went online and I searched up, like, you know, places to meet people, things to do. And then from going to a whole bunch of clubs and communities and introducing myself, I made a lot of friends. And then when you make one friend, your friend introduces them to their other friends. And then when you hang out with those friends introduce you to their friends. And then that's how you just get like huge circles of friends. Yeah, on Earth, I'm from space, guys. I am a space dragon. Wait, some of you guys haven't seen my wings. Ooh. Oh, I'm like really low right now. There we go. I do have wings. I do have them. Yeah. Wings. Can he go even farther? Further and beyond. I see how much can I show? How much can I show without showing too much? Fly or fall. Unfortunately, I can't fly on Earth. I can't fly through the Earth's atmosphere with these tiny ass wings. It doesn't lift me high enough. This is to go further and beyond. Most of you guys haven't seen the bottom half of this outfit because I never show it. I do float. What if you grow bigger wings? If only. I'm stuck with whatever this is right now. This is the furthest I can go. Let's head back. Whoop. Wait, now I'm really close. My bad, sorry. Don't want to get up and personal, that's weird. I don't even remember where I was before. I think this is a good place. Your socks are untied, you should check them. Oh. Really? You're lying to me. No, they're not. She is so close, almost entering the landmine girl territory. No, landmine girls are scarier. They don't just get up and close. They get to different places. They go into your brain. And they mix up your brain juices until it becomes mush. And they drink it. They drink your brains. Just pour water on them and they'll grow. Really? Yeah, and they were at Jedi K, alright. They are Jedi K girls. They tried to see feet. No. There's no feet. Not for free. For $10,000. That's how expensive my feet are. Because they're not regular feet. I will only accept that much. I have expectations. I have respect for myself as well. And if I am to show something that I could get money for, I will take that. The OGs have seen Ark's feet, honestly. Some of you guys have. Maybe just in the beginning. Not regular feet. Guys, I have dragon feet. You can visualize it now, just imagine it. I'll probably take that compared to being trapped in this dark place. Are you in the void right now? Are you in the void? Do you have pictures? If you join the Discord, you might see in the pinned comment in general chat. Scaly ones? They're pretty scaly, yeah. They're pretty scaly. Sell it for at least 20k. People pay so much for feet. I remember... I feel kind of bad for the guy. But I remember one of my friends put out feet pics online. Just for the shits and giggles. This is one of my guy friends, okay? And we got, because he has some really nice legs. We got him to put on fishnets, stockings. I took a picture and put it online, and someone actually wanted to pay for that. I'm like, are you sure? They're like, we'll pay $40. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you want those pictures for $40? We didn't turn him into a femboy. We did. Just the bottom half, just the feet portion. Yeah, just shave your legs, buy some fishnets. There we go. You got it. You got yourself a business. You would, most people would look freaking good in maid outfits. I don't know why more people don't wear them more often. See, I don't wear them because I know I attract creeps, okay? Because I already attract weirdos wearing regular clothes. So I wouldn't do it, but I think most people out there would look, there would kind of be a glow up. There would 100% be a glow up for a lot of people. Just wear a maid outfit in public, right? your attraction will go up like 10%, maybe not 10%, maybe more than that, like 50%. Sorry for being a weirdo. No, not you. It's like the people who like, you know, slow down the cars and they start whistling at you, or they slow down the cars and they go, hey, you want to ride? Or like the people who just like say really strange comments out on the street. I get some like nice comments though. I do get nice comments every so often, but they're usually from the homeless people. We get like really weird, we get homeless people who are a little bit mentally insane. And then people still do that, unfortunately. And then we get a lot of nice homeless people too, because oftentimes, like, I get a lot of people, like homeless people come up to me and they go, oh, nice hair. Oh, I like your shirt. And it's never anything creepy. When I see a woman, I'm like, oh, woo, go, woof, woof, woof. No, bad. Bad. People call me Slenderman in public. Really? I've been called lesbian several times. I get a lot of mean comments from women. I get a lot of creepy comments from men. And like all of the nice comments I get are from like homeless people. Sometimes old people as well. I get like, yeah, old people go like, oh, that's a nice hair color. And I go, oh, thank you. Do people call you lesbian because you have short hair, or do you give off lesbian vibes? I think it's because of the short hair. And a lot of the girls, all of my girlfriends like to hang on me as well. Like, I had a few friends, girls, who likes to just, you know, hold onto my hands or hold onto my arms. And that's probably why. Hey, yeah, who's being mean to Ark? Yeah, shoot them down. Okay, maybe not shoot them. You can punch them in the face. You're allowed to. The pixie cuts are getting trendy again. Yeah, I used to rock the pixie cut. That was probably why, because I had the pixie cut. It's so much easier to maintain than like long hair. Now my hair is like down to my shoulders, which isn't too bad. I still want a haircut. You know what haircut I really want? I want the Ghost in the Shell haircut, where it's like really short in the back and it's like this length in the front. Cause honestly, like what I have right now, it's like tickling my neck. Like the back of it is tickling my neck. And what I find as well is that like it doesn't really frame your face. The back of your hair doesn't really frame your face at all anyways. And so I'm like, what if I just like cut it really, really, really short? I'll go back to having short hair, but then long hair, long-ish, shoulder length hair at the same time. Get the lane cut. What is the lane cut? Let's see. Lane anime. Oh, that one. My hair is already kind of like that. It's just, I guess just one side is longer than the other. But if I put my hair back behind my ears, it's pretty much the lane cut right now. It's pretty much the same. Ark is lane confirmed. No, I'm not. I actually don't even know what lane's about, guys. I haven't watched it. Maybe I should. I find myself more amused by the particularity of the looks as I got older than whether or not someone is pretty or handsome. I think me too. Honestly, once you get to a certain point and you start looking into aesthetics, you realize that there's so many different attractive looks out there that people can really pull off anything. They can really just pull off anything. And you're like, wow, it looks good. That's not like, you know, what normal people would find attractive, or like, I wouldn't really say normal people would find attractive, but more like, you know, the conventional attraction, but still like there's, like it's really put together and there's something about it that speaks to you. Does that make sense? Just grab a pot, place it on your head, start cutting the excess. Peak haircut. That's what my roommate does. That's what one of my roommates do. Because they're like, I can't bother going to a hair salon. And I'm like, you know what? Fair. Works for you. I can't do that. I used to cut my own hair, but it got too hard. It's too annoying because you're like bending your neck back and forth. You're like, can I see this? I need a mirror. And then I'm like, I'd rather just not stress. And now that I found a hair salon that only charges $30 for a regular haircut, I'm like, I'll just go with that. What if Ark was a night like Ark nights? If only they put me into Ark nights, I would love it forever. Good morning, Mysterious Emblem. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. So, okay, Lane is about computers go burr and anti-socialism in the modern era at the time and stuff. Those sound like really deep topics. That sounds like something that I would kind of enjoy. Maybe I should watch it. I did say maybe I should watch it several times already, but maybe I should really, really watch it. Almost instinctive kind of attraction. I guess so. Actually, maybe not instinctive, but more of an art. Like the opposite of instinctive. Because I think what makes an attractive person usually is how common and average they look. Does that make sense? So when you describe a person who's average looking, it's not like your conventional average, but it's more like, do they have the same features as everyone else around them? The reason why someone doesn't look as attractive is because you're like, oh, there's something about them that stands out. And so you're not used to it. You're not familiar with that. But what I want to describe is something the opposite of it. So it's kind of like taking the uniqueness of someone, whether it is their outfit, whatever it is, like their facial symmetry, or their hairstyle, and you look at it from a more artistic lens and you go, wait, hold on, that actually looks pretty good. It's not conventional. It's not something that like most people have, but it looks good. So like at the end of the day, I think attraction, like instinctual attraction, is how average a person looks and how common their features are in comparison to everyone else. And that's what makes an attractive person. So like someone with like the most regular looking nose, there's someone with the most regular looking eyes or lips or facial structure or hairstyle, and you're like, yeah, I recognize that as being familiar. That's what I'm used to seeing, and that's why it's attractive to me, because it like I don't feel strange while looking at this person. Like they don't give off those strange vibes. But when someone looks a little bit different, you go, oh, I don't know if I like that. I'm average. Yeah, average is like what people consider attractive. My brain is not equipped for this. We're doing a little bit of a scientific deep dive into attraction. Into what attraction really is. That's why like there's so many video games where a lot of the faces look the same, because that's what attraction is for most people, right? It's just like the same face. That's why same face syndrome is so common in video games, because you're like, my brain is used to seeing this type of face. My brain is used to seeing this type of body figure. That's just how it is. My brain scribbling like crayon. Scribble faster. Scribble harder. Take out 5 different crayons, all different colors. Turn to chaos. Turn to a piece of art. Attraction is esoteric in nature. Become a magnet. Like a literal magnet. I like green. I like red. Green's a good color. I think green is one of those colors that is supposed to be most relaxing to you. So every time like you need your brain to calm down, just look at grass. In fact, go touch it because it is green. I think there was like some, I don't know, actual reason behind it as well. And red is supposed to be like fight or flight. So whenever you look at red, it's danger. And your brain goes on alert. And then you start like wanting to run or do something. It makes you feel a certain way. I thought it was blue. Maybe it's blue. Maybe it's blue. I forgot what it was. Yeah, maybe it's like, it's blue because blue's the frequency, the waveform is the shortest. And then red is the longest or something. I don't remember. Very roundabout way to say Mpreg is peak. We're back to Mpreg. I love it. Did you guys see this news? I don't know if it's real or not. But This is a Twitter post where someone was like, there's a K-pop group, an idol group, and they were naming themselves Mpreg, and I couldn't tell if it was like fake or not. It kind of looked fake, but everyone is saying it's real, and I'm like, how? There's no way. There's no way a group would name themselves Mpreg. It was AI? Okay, never mind. That's fake. Twitter post must be true. No, it's fake. My coffee's cold now. Wait, let me just finish this. Who is Lizard Dudley, Gort? Mommy and my daddy told me that Lizard Dudley ran away. Who? Oh, that's your lizard. Sorry. I'm sorry. I like green too. Godzilla had a stroke reading that and died? What do you mean? What do you mean, Vess? Want me to read it out for you? I think I like green because I like my eyes and green, and like green is good and stuff. Also, lizard is green, and like I like lizard. And my mommy and daddy told me that Lizard Dudley ran away, but I saw them flush him down the toilet. That's make me sad, Sag. Is that more understandable? What kind of coffee do you drink? I drink pure black coffee, infused with some flavors. So what I have today is hazelnut black coffee. I do have hazelnut black coffee. And I only drink my coffee black because I realized how bad sugar is for you. So I've been avoiding sugar kind of like the plague. I have sugar on some occasions, but they're very rare occasions. It's like when I need rice or bread or noodles or something like that. That's the only time I really have sugar. The only time I really have sugar in my body. Or I guess chocolate. I haven't really been eating chocolate much actually. I still have all this chocolate from Christmas that I haven't touched. So yeah. Be right back, making idol group called Mpreg. Honestly, if someone actually named a group called Mpreg, it would do numbers. Just because of the name. But then you would also have a very strange community surrounding the group. You would have either like a lot of haters. No, you would have a lot of haters. You would have a lot of haters and like strange people who are actually into Mpreg. Sugar papa 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 papa. Oh honey honey. Is that an? Those sound like song lyrics. Make them anime idols or a VTuber group. I can see that popping off as a VTuber group, but not an actual official one, just like a parody one. Haters, I doubt. No, a lot of haters. You gotta take a look at like, you know, regular K-pop groups and how many haters each one of them have. There are so many haters when it comes to K-pop idols. Some people just really hate watch idols as well. They just watch something just to like criticize it. K-pop honestly has some of the most toxic fandoms ever. I've been in there. I know. Strange community, but they would be hella loyal and buy all the merch. You're right. I think so as well. Yes. we have Oathpill to vouch. And you would have to trust this guy because this guy he knows his stuff. In high school, I used to drink coffee with a crap ton of hazelnut creamer, and now just put my phone in the living room before bed. That's honestly such a great idea. I was talking to my dental clinic's secretary. What are they called? The person in the front? Receptionist. Yeah, the receptionist. And she was... we're just having regular small talk. And so the topic of, you know, the weekend came up. And I asked her, oh, like, what are you doing for the weekend? And then she goes, oh, I have to take care of my mother. She's kind of sick right now. And it's not really a weekend for me. And then on top of that, I can't really sleep. And then she goes on about like, oh, so because I can't sleep, I go on my phone. And in my head, I really wanted to say, I didn't want to like, you know, mansplain anything, but I really, really wanted to say it's probably because of that you can't sleep. And then she goes, oh yeah, and then I wake up in the middle of the night again. And then I go on my phone and I'm like, oh boy. It's the phone light. It's the phone light, girly, that's making you not able to sleep. It's the blue light. But I don't think that's a very common knowledge, and I didn't want to really like explain it to her because I didn't want to sound preachy either. But yeah, that's apparently a thing. Are some messages shadow banned or not displayed? Some of them are. Yeah, some of them are. They're not displayed if you mention a word that is filtered, but I can't see right now from my view, from what on my window, I can't tell when any of the messages are banned or not displayed. My mods might be able to see them. I can't see them because I don't have the mod window opened. So probably, maybe, yes. We have the worst and the best people at the same time. Yeah, some people get really, really into their fandoms. I think that's what it is. Cabbage, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. But we do get... I think that goes with a lot of fandoms as well. But the bigger the fandom is, the more toxic it becomes. Because I think people get really into the hobby or into the interest. And when that happens, it just becomes... Oh, hey. My cat's patting me on the shoulder. They get really into it. Oh, Gooners is an auto-blocked word on YouTube. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Gooners is not even a bad word. Why is it auto-blocked? That's weird. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'm still gonna be around. Giving my cat some food right now. Hello, I am back. It's considered bullying. Calling someone a gooner. I guess so. If you were to mention it in a negative connotation, then I guess so. Maybe it's just me but if someone called me a gooner as an insult, I'll just be like, but you're right. But you're right. That is a title that I attach to myself sometimes. What if I am a gooner? What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it? My chats weren't showing up when we were talking about feet and Kojima. Really? Oh no. We had too many strange topics coming up. Or just use Dan Clancy instead. Is that also blocked? That can't be. There's no way. Hi, back in front. Hi, friend. I'm back. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Wasa. I'll take gooner. I apologize for everyone who wants to use the word gooner in YouTube chat. It doesn't work. Oh, sharp feet, duck penis, and gooners, with your phrases and words tagged by YouTube auto mod. Oops. That's my fault. That is my fault. I will take the blame for that. To anyone's messages who got hidden, I'm sorry. It's because I'm talking about strange topics. Cute glasses, thank you, Phelan. Welcome in, by the way. Happy Sunday. It's for the better. Yeah, maybe. So then I can't bounce off on any of the messages that you guys type in chat because they're all hidden. Salutations. Hello, Scampy Doo. Welcome in. The ghost of the goon. That is me. Maybe I am the ghost of the goon. I am the gooniest of the gooners. I can't believe YouTube is goon-phobic. I know. That sucks, man. Coomer is also tagged. The thing is, nobody uses the word coomer anymore. Nobody uses that word. I think the word coomer is more insulting than the word goon. Right, goon means thugs. Yeah. Hello, Nugget. You like my model design? Thank you very much. My outfit is a different outfit than my usual. I changed my outfit quite a lot. But you will see me in my head and my face often. Not Unk yet. Oh, thank God, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, thank God. Because imagine, what if I just called myself an Unk and then everyone just goes, hey Unk, but then everyone gets like shadow banned. Try saying mpreg on YouTube. Me? Let's try it. Mpreg. So I guess that kind of works on my end. Oh, them. Damn it! We demand proper goon representation. Yeah, but even if I'm the streamer, what if my messages can get hidden too? Don't yell at me. I'm gonna cry. Oh, let me go into. Let me talk about the mpreg. I can't talk about mpreg anymore. Sorry. Stop it! Your 5,000-year-old dragons can cry too. Let me talk about mpreg. Band over mpreg. My age, I'm still a I don't know, a middle-aged woman in dragon years. That doesn't mean that I can't cry. That doesn't mean I can't cry. Anybody can. Even your 6-year-old neighbor can cry too. I allow everybody to cry whenever they feel like it. And if you also want to cry about mpreg, cry about mpreg. I am not one to judge, because I will too. Auntie got so hip with the kids, she started acting like one. You know what? Or just call me Unk. Just call me Unk. My canon height is 9. Is that a feet or inches? Yeah, I'm allowed to cry like a baby and to act like a baby. Exactly. Just let it flow out. The year is 2026. Cringe is dead. Embrace your feelings, embrace your emotions. If you want to release them, release them. Release them loud and clear for everybody to hear. Mods are literally 1984. What? The George Orwell? What is that? What is that? I'm not sure what that is. They're filtering out of mpreg. It's bad now. That's inch. Oh, 9 inches. That's the inch sign. You know what? True. True and real. If you are 9 inches, you are allowed to cry. If you are, I don't know, 9 feet as well, you're allowed to cry. Anybody is. Ark is probably 9 inches tall. No. I've told you guys my height. I've told you guys I'm 5'3". I am not a puntable height. I am not small. I am not short. I'm not what you call short. I'm very average height. Something that is not, you know, pocket sized. Not fun sized. Not fun sized. Sometimes I want to cry so hard it hurts, but the tears aren't there. And sometimes I cry for no reason. I don't get it. Here's the thing. I actually looked into it. There's a bit of science behind it. There's science backing as to why you can't cry sometimes and why you can. And I think the reason behind it was a bit of a stress indicator and adrenaline rush. So that stops you from crying. If you're too stressed and you're too frustrated, sometimes you cannot cry. And it's only after the event is over, usually, when those chemicals in your brain leaves a bit, is when those tears start flowing. So that's why for a lot of instances, the moment you're frustrated and someone comes up to you and they go, oh, everything's okay, don't worry about it, you can relax now, and then they give you a big hug, that's when the tears start coming out, because that's when those chemicals start fading and you're like, hold on, I can finally release all of my tears now. Yeah, the cortisol levels, that's what it is. I forgot the actual terms for it. I forgot like the actual, the words behind it, the terms, but it was something along the lines of that. Speaking of crying, I cry when something is too beautiful nowadays, even in game. When the scenery and BGM are so good, I genuinely start crying. That could be part of it too, maybe. Like the part of escapism where you're like, a part of your brain that goes, oh, I'm so happy that I can finally release everything. Tears Don't Fall. Is that a song name? Tears Don't Fall. That's a good song name. I haven't heard their song, so I can't really say if it's a good song or not. Instead of crying, I laugh instead, and that's when the tears are coming out. Maybe. The only way to get rid of cortisol is to cry it out, sweat it out, or pee it out. Oh, so that's why we cry. Devils never cry. Queen never cry. I can't even say the meme properly. It's fine. I think you'll like Tears Don't Fall by Bullet from My Valentine. Maybe. Let me just write these down. So I know you guys are always recommending great things to me, but I never find the chance to actually take a look at it because I would forget. So there we go. It's in my handy dandy notebook. You guys remember Blue's Clues? I gotta take out the handy dandy notebook. Devil may cry. Devils never cry. Devil may cry. I recently had this explained to me. Oh, okay. Ah. I want to take a look at that a little bit more. I want to understand the scientific reason behind a lot of things. I think that's how my brain works. Whenever I have questions about why certain things are a certain way, I always end up searching it up. And then I learn about those things, and then I end up with like strange, random facts in my head. And then we have dinner or something, and I just bring up these random topics, and they're like, Ark, how do you know that? And I'm like, I don't know, I just got curious one day. And that's just how it is for a lot of things. Blue's Clues. Oh yeah, core memories unlocked. I'm glad that I'm not the only one who's watched it. The only anime that made me cry is Violet Evergarden episode 10 that fucked me up. Oh, I didn't even get that far. I think I got up to like episode 4 and then I dropped it. Cause I could tell where it was going. I feel like I could tell where it was going, and I was like, can't do this. There's no way. I don't want this. Violet Evergarden destroyed me. Oh, I know it would destroy me as well. The moment I saw the premise of the show and the moment I got through like the first few episodes, I'm like, I know where this is going. I know it's going to destroy me. And I know I'm going to have to like use like 2 tissue boxes to get through the entire series. It's boring. I think that's what some people said as well. But it's really dependent on what type of genre you enjoy. Because some people say that like Free Ren is boring too. Which it's not really boring to me. A silent voice recently. Oh, I couldn't do it. Oh, I couldn't do silent voice. I watched silent voice recently. That was like 30 minutes of sitting after it was done. Oh. Yeah, I think it unlocks too many core memories in me. So whenever I see a show that is more realistic and relatable in terms of like there's more realistic topics at hand, it will break me. It will break me a lot. And I did end up watching Silent Voice, but I didn't enjoy it like how other people did. In fact, it made me frustrated. I watched the Silent Voice and it made me frustrated. It made me like, I don't know. Maybe because it brought back memories and I was like, I can't do this. You miss Kyoani? Oh no! Yeah. It sucks what happened to them. I don't think anybody should... Yeah, nobody deserved whatever happened to Kyoani. Man. It's like Grimgar. Very slow pace, but that's when the emotional scenes happen and impacts much harder. I agree. It's the slow build-up into something big. That's why slow burn is so good. That's why slow burn is one of the best genres out there. Okay, maybe not every single series should take up slow burn, but when you know that that's slow burn, there's a series that is slow burn, you know that peak is going to happen. You know that peak is going to happen eventually, somewhere down the line. I think it's the anticipation build up. That's where people go, oh, let me just drop it. It's kind of boring. It's okay. KyoAni was one of the only studios that treated their animators well. Gintama. I freaking love Gintama. I don't say Gintama is slow burn though. Gintama has a lot of filler, but once it gets into the big arcs, oh, you know things are about to drop. You know things are going to drop. It drops on the first episode of the arc. There's no slow burn. One Piece, I would say it's not really slow burn either. In comparison to something like Violet Evergarden, I think slow burn would be like Mushishi. Frieren is also pretty slow burn. Dungeon Meshi, pretty slow burn. Most of the time, it's whole arcs in half an episode. It's great. Have you watched Kaguya-sama? I haven't. I know it's good. I know people have said it's good. But the reason why I haven't watched it because I was so sick and tired of high school girls. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean when I say high school girls? I'm so sick and tired of high school girls. It's like every single anime out there recently is just like, yeah, let me just put out more high school girls. I'm like, I'm done with that age, guys. I'm done with high school girls. I don't want to do high school girls anymore. I want to watch something that is more, okay, not recently, like forever. You're right, not recently. Like it's always like that in anime. I'm like, I want to watch something that's more relatable. Like give me like Office Ladies. Give me like Old Hags or something. Give me a series where the main character is just an old woman or old man. Yeah, and I'm mad it's not about hags. That's exactly it. I am mad because it's not about hags. Watako is good. Watako is good. I didn't watch it, but I read it. A good series. I liked that. I mean, honestly, it's good, but it doesn't really compare to like a lot of like really, really good ones, but it's at least something. It's at least something. It's good enough. It's good enough for me. Yeah, more like josei, more seinen, manga, series, anime, whatever it is. Read more seinen. I do. That's really the only thing I've been into for the past years. It's just been seinen stuff. Even josei is kind of lacking. There's not a lot of josei. Yasobi Asobase is pretty funny. I did watch a little bit of it, but then the humor kind of just died afterwards because you get so used to it and you're like, I just know it's going to be something absurd and weird again. Black Lagoon. BG characters have worse aim than blind grandma. What does that mean? The background characters, there's no good aim. They're blind. The grandmas are blind. Grandmas are usually blind. My tiny senpai. Who? What? Anyways, I know that there's a lot of good anime coming out this, or not coming out, that's already been out this season. Let's take a look at like Annie chart or something. Annie chart. Because I know Witch Hat Atelier is really good. Oh, there's actually quite a few. There's a slime anime. Season 4. I'm looking forward to that because the last episode in season 3 ended off in a really great finale. A really good finale, a big ending that was a bit of a cliffhanger actually. So I'm looking forward to that. Full Metal Alchemist is slow burn. I would say the first Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood. So Brotherhood is not slow burn, but like the first one was a bit of a slow burn. Because in Brotherhood, it starts off with like the Scar fight. And then in the original one, I think it just starts off with like something that wasn't as eventful. I forgot what it was. Chrono Crusade is good if you want to be depressed after the show. I watched that one too a long time. Oh god, that's such a old anime. But I don't remember anything about it. Chrono Crusade. I just remember there was like a blonde girl and some dude with spiky black hair. Brotherhood got rid of all the filler episodes. Yeah, it did. The filler episodes weren't bad, but, you know, it was... At the end of the day, like, you don't really need the filler episodes either. Grandpa and the Grandma turns young again. Watch it. It's very relatable. Wait, which one is it? Black Lagoon? Black Lagoon. Okay. Oh, that's why everyone says it's better. That makes more sense. The ending was definitely a lot different. The characters were different too. I feel like I can't really compare Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood to the original, not the original, sorry, the first anime of Full Metal Alchemist, just because at a certain point the story converges. Converges? Separates. Converges is like going together, so it's the opposite of converging. The story separates into completely different directions. Diverges, that's the word, thank you very much. It diverges, and then the characters become something else entirely. So if everybody knows the homunculus in Full Metal Alchemist, their purpose is different, and also whoever is the homunculus themselves, the characters themselves are different. Snakey, have a good night. Have a good rest. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you even have a day left. You probably don't. I mean, good night! Good night! Thanks for coming! Full Metal Alchemist speedrun the beginning too much. Brotherhood, it did, which is why it took me a while to actually get into Brotherhood. I watched the first episode like 5 times before I actually got into Brotherhood, because I was like, I really liked the first anime. I kind of liked the ending too. I liked how it wasn't really... It had its own interpretation of the ending. It didn't really feel complete, but I think it was meant to be that way. So when I got into Brotherhood, I was like, it started off like way too insane for me. Like a whole fight just happens with Scar, and I'm like, oh, it feels like I'm just watching this again. But it wasn't. It was definitely a lot different. Black Lagoon resurfaced. People are against cancel woke. I have no idea. This is my first time ever hearing about like Black Lagoon. Outside of the manga, because I know it's like a long time ago, like the 2000s. Wait, hold on. Black Lagoon is by the same creator as D and Angel, right? Let me just search this up. I think so. Same. It looks the same. Mangaka. No, it's different. No, it's different. Never mind. I lied. I'm not sure. I don't know. The 2000s? What happened with Hellsing? See, I don't know. Or more like, I didn't watch that one either. And that's something else I want to watch. But like, I want to focus on some of the anime that is coming out this season. I used to be a serial anime watcher, which means like I usually watch everything in a season, but I haven't been doing that lately because of how busy I am. But it also means that I've been missing a lot of good series. The old ones, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'll just leave those alone. I'll get to them at my own time. Liar Game. Which one is this one? Honzuki no Gekokujo. That's the book one. That's the book girl that people were saying were really good. I'm gonna have to take a look at this list afterwards and just see what's worth it. Another sports anime. Wait, hold on. Dia no Ace. I used to watch that one. The baseball anime. Have you seen Code Geass? I have. Which affected you more? What happened to Nina from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or what Euphemia did? Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I would put them on the same scale just because, I mean, I can't really compare them. I can't really compare because they're kind of like different instances, but they're both terrible. They were both terrible as well. So I don't know. I haven't really put them on a scale, and this actually takes some time for me to be like, oh, okay, which one's worse. But I usually don't compare anyway because I'm just like, at the end of the day, they're both terrible. They're both bad. Yeah, they're both bad. And I don't want to compare them. Because if I were to compare them, I'd be like, oh, this one's better than the other, and I never want to see a negative situation in that light, because I think comparing negative situations is never something I want to do. Got back from breakfast. What did I miss? Welcome in, clown. We were just talking about anime. We were talking about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We're talking about Code Geass. We were talking about, yeah, a lot of anime. An anime that's coming out this season, Dino Ace's Peak. Oh, I loved it so much. I had the opening theme song stuck in my head for the longest time, the season 1 one. Anyways, that one's been stuck in my head for like years. When did Dia no Ace come out anyway? Dia no Ace release date. I feel like it's been like at least a decade. So to see that name pop up again in 2026 is strange to me. The anime premiered in April 2nd, 2019. Oh, okay. So it's been like 7 years? I feel like it's been longer than that. There's no way. Oh, Diana Ace, the first one, came out in 2013. Okay, that was probably the one that I watched. Yeah, that was definitely the one I watched, because I remember watching it like a long time ago. You were enough, and even on the days you doubted and the world is better because you're in it. Thank you very much, the kind kit. Yeah, hit and run positivity. You too, honestly. Everybody should. If you are having a terrible day, I hope you have a better one. Since your name is Ark, I have just the thing. What is it? I see. Do you have any anime recommendations? Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, if you haven't watched it. That one's really good. There's only a few I would really recommend. Like, I wouldn't even recommend Gintama, even though it's one of my favorites, to a regular anime watcher, because there's a lot of comedy in there that's hard to grasp. But the arcs were good. Let's see. Interspecies reviewers. That one's a little not safe for work, isn't it? I would recommend Log Horizon. No, what's the other one? Gate. I would recommend Gate. Yeah, Gate's a really, at least season 1. That one's really, really good. Gintama filters people with no attention span. It does. Which is why I'm like, I would only recommend it to people who are okay with sitting through that. But it's not for everybody. You keep mentioning my favorites except Gintama. Steins Gate! I actually haven't watched the anime. I played the visual novel, which I can recommend the visual novel, but because I haven't watched the anime, I can't recommend it. I know it's good, but until I watch it, until I watch something, I can't recommend it. One issue has got some moments. Which one? I missed it. We're talking about so many different series now that I don't know which one is what and what is what. Fist of the North Star, Hajime no Ippo. Those are some really old ones. Gate's getting a new season soon. I can't wait. I'm gonna have to rewatch the first one. The first season. Are there any classics that were really good that like people would recommend to someone who doesn't really watch anime? Maybe Attack on Titan as well. Honestly, I would recommend Attack on Titan. Because it's more for like the normies. Like, you can enjoy Attack on Titan even if you don't watch anime, because it just covers a lot of dark themes that like are realistic and people can relate to. Yu Yu Hakusho, definitely not. No. I would not recommend that. I think the comedy in Yu Yu Hakusho just doesn't translate well to non-anime watchers and to this modern age as well. Inuyasha, it wasn't even finished. Inuyasha wasn't completed, the anime. It just stopped. It just ended somewhere randomly. So you're never gonna get a satisfying ending while watching Inuyasha. And Dragon Ball, that's hard to recommend as well. Normies don't have the media literacy for Attack on Titan's trickle-down writing. I think most do. I think most people who are into regular shows, who watch movies often, who watch shows often, might have the media literacy. I think it comes down to the last seasons where you need a little bit more media literacy, but like the first seasons are probably pretty easy to get into. A friend during high school who hated anything anime until they watched Attack on Titan, and they did a complete 180. Yeah, I see that most people do that too. Like, a lot of people are recommending Attack on Titan to like their grandparents. To their grandparents, to the older generation, people who have never touched anime before. Because everyone thinks that anime is very, you know, for the like very, you know, the kiddie stuff. But try Blue Lock? I watched it. I would never recommend Blue Lock. I think you're right. Death Note, Azu. Death Note's a good one to recommend as well. I think Death Note is good. There is like some strange concepts in Death Note, but still, like, it's a good anime to get into for the first time. Death Note, Plastic Memories. Plastic Memories is a bit of a slow burn romance, and it does get really sad. So it depends on like what type of anime they're looking into. Plastic Memories is not for everybody, but still really good. Now that I'm a lot older than when I originally watched Death Note, it does hit different, I think. Death Note hits a little bit different when you watch it older. Same with Code Geass. When you watch Code Geass now, in comparison to when you watch Code Geass as a kid, you go, hold on, the characters are a bit too dramatic for my liking. The characters are a little bit too stupid for my liking. Sometimes they make decisions that don't make sense, but then you have to remember that these are like kids as well. Which is, it's hard to translate over. It's really hard to. Sword Art Online is a good first anime. There's a lot of themes that get strange, I think. Maybe for the first like 6 episodes, I'd say Sword Art Online is a good recommendation, and after that it's just like no. no, not really. Sword Art Online after like episode 6 is probably for the more hardcore fans. It's for the people who are used to watching anime, the people who are used to, you know, certain concepts in anime. Monsters, pacing is for normies? Maybe. Some people say that Monster is boring. Some people say that Monster is really boring. I can sort of see that. I've seen people who haven't watched anime and watched Monster for the first time, and they did enjoy it. It is very slow burn, yeah. Is it 86 episodes? Is that how many episodes in Monster? I'm not sure. I didn't actually watch it. I did read it though. But honestly, the Monster story was okay in comparison to 20th Century Boys. And in fact, if 20th Century Boys was an anime, I would recommend that to every single person. I think Mob Psycho is actually a pretty good one. Mob Psycho is a pretty good recommendation. Everybody should be watching Mob Psycho. Really easy to get into. Everybody can relate to Mob. It's also really cute. It touches on... Honestly, I think Mob Psycho might be one of my favorites. Ghost in the Shell? Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Easy recommendation. Yeah, Mob is honestly really fun. Mob is basically what people expect out of anime, I think. All the action fight scenes, the school life scene, you know, coming to age. Like, it really touches up on everything. All of that. Brotherhood works when I think about it. Should not recommend more than full season length for newcomers. Yeah. Wish One Punch Man had season 2 and 3. Now you're just coping. Now you're just like, it doesn't exist. No, not the Ghost Stories dub, please. Not the Ghost Story dub. Definitely not that one. It's superior. It's how you turn people away from anime. It's like, for someone who hasn't watched anime for the first time and you want them to never touch anime ever in their life, be like, okay, I'm gonna recommend this one anime to you. It's called Ghost Stories. That's how you turn them away from anime forever. NGE. Wait, what is NGE? I was hella scared watching as a kid. Wait, what is that? NGE. Oh, for Evangelion. Oh yeah, that's traumatic. That's honestly really traumatic. I wouldn't recommend that to a lot of people. I think it's hard to understand Shinji as a character. I think it's really hard to. You would have to give Evangelion several watches sometimes to fully grasp it. Because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with not just Shinji, but with all the characters. Magnificent historical precedent. Ghost Stories English dub has been the grandfather of the abridged concept. It really is. It's really, how do I say, interesting to see the evolution of anime, of dubbed anime from way back then to now. Because what I heard was that back then there was no direction. They didn't have proper translations. And what they did was they just told the voice actors to say anything, as long as it matches the lip flaps of the characters on screen. So it was all impromptu, made up on the spot. Like it didn't make any sense. It wasn't supposed to, so it was really just abridged. Stop introducing complex shows to the media illiterate. I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I want to believe that people out there actually have media literacy. I feel like most people do have some, right? They're not that hard to understand, right? Right? Yeah, Evangelion is not a first anime. I wouldn't recommend it. Panty and stocking. It may be Panty and stocking may be like a lot of people's first anime. But it's definitely a weird one to get into. There's a lot of more adult topics. Inferno Cop? What is that? Thank you for the follow, Javelin. Welcome in. Do you know the actors are pushing the limit and the director didn't stop them? Really? That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Because that will never happen in this day and age. I can say as a test subject, it's not. It's not. There's honestly not a lot. Trigun's a good show to recommend. I didn't watch the first Trigun, but I did watch the recent one. What is it called? Trigun something? That one's definitely good. Golden Bat is peak. Maybe. Maybe if I knew what that was. How do I get media literate if you don't drip feed complex shows? Okay, honestly, that is true. That is honestly, I never thought about that, but I think that is true because so many people are not really, I think complacent isn't the word, but they're just so familiar with things that are easy to understand that sometimes you have to like give them little bits and pieces of things that are a little bit more difficult for them to be like, wait, hold on. Anime isn't just action fighting scenes. It's not just people punching each other. There's more to that. Huh. And then it makes them think. And then when it does, that's when they really start appreciating, you know, darker, deeper topics and themes. Mushoku Tensei is the first anime. Is that the one with the bugs? Mushoku Tensei is the isekai. Definitely not. No. No. I was thinking of Mushishi. That one was one of my first anime. But Mushoku Tensei, no. I think there's some scenes in there that are really hard to watch. Even for me, I ended up dropping it because it was really hard to watch. Or, yeah, if we're talking about kids, then sure, Pokemon. Maybe I actually prefer Digimon being the recommended show for kids rather than Pokemon, because I think it does touch on darker topics. Here's the thing, I think we baby the kids way too much, because back then a lot of, not just me, I'm assuming that a lot of people out there have watched like darker shows. Like for example, Azu here has watched Evangelion as their first anime, right? And Pokemon is just, it's so formulaic. It's just, there's a problem, there's new people, you meet them, and then you solve the problem, and whatever it is, right? But you want the kids to think, you want them to develop some critical thinking skills, and to actually drip feed is probably the word for it. You probably want to drip feed them some darker things to begin with. Yeah, Mushoku Tensei is kind of vulgar and uncompromising. That's how I feel about it as well. Yeah, themes of growing up and how to manage that. Oh, I love that. Like the way they Daisuke was used as the, what is his name? No, Taiki as the character, and he does grow up, and then you have the two brothers as well and their relationships. Oh, it's so good now that I think about it. It is so good. And then you have the different characters with the different personalities as well. Like, it's not just them having slightly different personalities, but like they have different interests and hobbies and the things that they do as well. And you get to deep dive into their lives. Oh, love it. Sentenced to be a Hero. I haven't watched that one, no. I did hear about it. It's new, right? It literally just came out a while ago. I haven't watched a lot of the new ones. The last anime I've really watched was Frieren. It was Frieren and Dungeon Meshi, and then I haven't watched anything ever since. So that's why I'm talking about anime now, because I'm like, I should get back, guys. I should get back to watching anime. Because I miss those days. I miss those days of just like sitting in front of a screen and like enjoying another story, because like the escapism. Because of escapism. I recommend it. It's funny. Alright, maybe I should watch it. Sentenced to be a Hero. Pokemon covers the contents of death and different how people handle it. I do think the Pokemon movies are great. I think the Pokemon movies handles death really well. And even the first episodes of Pokemon with Ash Ketchum and him trying to, you know, get Pikachu to become his friend, I think they handle that pretty well too. But there's definitely so many fillers in Pokemon that I'm just like, I don't know about that one. You won't notice until you watch some of the episodes as adults. Ah. Yeah, maybe that could be it as well, because I'm not remembering much from Pokemon that really stuck with me, which is why I always prefer the Digimon anime, because there are certain themes in Digimon that like I still think about quite often, or certain scenes in Digimon that I think about quite often. Maybe in Sun and Moon, because I know in the newer Pokemon episode, Pokemon series, right? The Pokemon seasons, that's the word. Pokemon seasons, they probably dive deeper into those things versus like the first, you know, Kanto region, Johto region. There wasn't much going on. And that's what I remember, because I started off Pokemon with the Kanto region. I did enjoy it, despite that, but, you know, a lot of it was, No, honestly, now that I think about it, yeah, the Butterfree episode, oh, that was good. When Ash had to release Butterfree to go with its friends because it had to, like, you know, be social again. And that episode made me cry. There's a butterfly in Digimon. I don't remember that. Butterfly plays in Digimon? Is that the opening theme song Is that the I am a little butterfly? Is that the one? Am I remembering that correctly? No, that's different. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I'm like, I only know one butterfly song, but honestly, if you haven't watched anime, you have to watch Oshinoko. I'm just gonna say that I only enjoyed the first episode of Oshinoko, and I should just dropped it there. I shouldn't have continued. I should have just dropped it after the first episode. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go now, guys. I'm gonna go now. I've been streaming for like 3 hours already. Angel Beats, I do remember that. Watching Angel Beats again as adults is very different, and then you realize how much the show wasn't that great. It was great when I first watched it. Okay, well, bye guys. It was nice chatting. It was nice chatting with you guys. Thank you for all the anime recommendations. I think I have a few things to watch. I want to watch Trigun too. And I have a few music recommendations. And I probably have to revisit some old things. Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. If you're sleeping, have a good night. Let's go raid into another channel. Let's see. Who is streaming right now? Guys want an art stream? Let's go right into Kingu, who is drawing for Dokumi. The convention. Okay. Sure. Since we've had a few comments where, Ark, you should do more art streams. You should do more. No. No, 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 no. That's why we're gonna raid into someone who is doing art stream. Missed the music talk? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It wasn't... What was that? Thank you for the stretch in the high trade zone. Let me just do that before I leave. Before I leave forever. No, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be... Courtkeeper. A different type of yapping stream, but yapping stream regardless. I'll still be talking about random things. Alright. Bye. 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 Bye.